Hello, guys. This is High Priestess Jamila. Hello, hello. Hopefully, I got my rich gang up in here. I probably should have texted you guys because they don't send out the notifications. What's up, Princess Cass? Hello, good evening. Good evening. Um, First of all, I'm gonna be honest with you. Whoever created Christianity and created this Jesus phenomenon, like, Jesus is actually a spirit. I believe that Jesus was probably a miracle worker, a healer, and he probably got trapped into something. You know what I'm saying? But I would rather live in a world where everybody is smart and everybody is balanced than to live in a world where people don't understand energy. Okay. And so I wanted to come and discuss, where does all the energy come from that I manifest? Okay. Oh, cool. Cool. Well, some people are saying that they're not getting them. So, mhm. I want to come and talk about conjure of energy and how frustrating it is to be somebody that is a very skilled sorceress. Okay. Because I am very skilled at sorcery as well as manifestation. And this has been it's been made clear to me. And Princess Cass, I believe that, and you actually told me about that deity. So I thank you, sister. Okay. You had actually told me about Nynx. Is that how you, NYX? Is that how I'm pronouncing it correctly? Hold on a second. Is it Nynx? Is that how you pronounce it? So, what I notice a lot, and guys, we have a full moon coming up in Sagittarius. So if you see me over here giving folks that work, pizza's here. Go tell your brother to come and get the door. Just a second. Am I missing one of my cards? Hold on, I'm trying to find. Is it possible that one of my cards is missing? Oh no, here it is. And I want to find the book to this because I want to read this at some point. And so I can go into further detail about this. And um, like I really do. First of all, there's 8 people in the chat. If you guys could please hit the thumbs up so I can see who's up in here. Because I want to talk to witches right now, not just common folk, passing through. Okay, so Princess Cass, it looks like you're the only fan in here. The rest of them are haters because there's 9 people that have not hit the thumbs up. There's 8 people that still haven't hit the thumbs up. So we'll wait. We'll wait until we get some more of our people up in here. Yeah, the goddess of darkness, she's Hecate's mother, although other texts state that she was the daughter of Zeus. Okay. Hey, Orion's daughter. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, I have to be patient because I've only been live for 4 minutes. It kind of sucks that the very first people that come up in here, they're not magically inclined. They don't have a magical mind. And I want to talk about that today. I want to talk about, because I was actually just having a conversation with somebody, and this person totally misunderstood what I was saying, thought that I was doing the same thing that he was doing for years, which was psychic vampirism. Okay. Witchcraft is not psychic vampirism. And I want to talk about where I get the energy from that I work with to manifest. Because I don't want you guys to be mistaken at all. At all. Okay. First of all, the way that I practice my magic is very old and very traditional and very Celtic. Okay. I go with the old path. Okay. But I mix it with some of the new flavor. Okay. But I can create energy, I can create frequencies with the work that I do. You know what I'm saying? I can create frequencies, which is how I'm able to do work on folks. So we got 6 people up in the chat that probably shouldn't be here. I would appreciate it. Again, I'm gonna say this every time I go live. I would appreciate it again if you would leave my chat kindly if you can't hit the thumbs up. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, if you can't hit the thumbs up and if you don't like Jamila, I would appreciate it if you would not be here because you're not coming with any positive energy. You're coming with the energy of antitrust. If you've been following me, I've been doing this for years. You should be able to come up in here, hit the thumbs up with no problem. But still, some of y'all want to go and y'all want to play both sides, and you want to go over there and listen to them people that are backbiting off of me. And we're going to talk about that a little bit tonight too. So I want to just get this straight with y'all today. Yeah, hit that thumbs up. We got 10 people in here. We should have 10 thumbs up because y'all about to get information and you know it. So at the very least, you going to hit the thumbs up. Because these people are disgusting and disrespectful. They come over to my channel. Literally, I start talking about Hecate's realm and all of a sudden they using the word realm in the title of their video. They come over here, they sponge off of me, but yet they hate on me. And they pay other vloggers to tell lies on me. Okay, that's their so-called investment. The investment that some of these so-called witches on here need to do, the investment that some of these so-called witches on here need to do is make an investment in a cleanse or maybe to unblock some of your power. Because it makes no sense for you to have to try to sponge off of Jamila that much. Yeah, and you know what, Princess Cass, we're gonna talk about that today. But again, I'm very disturbed. Why? And then the reason why I'm addressing this tonight is because I don't want your hateful energy in my chat room. Okay, I don't want hateful people here. We got 5 people here that obviously ain't got no respect for Jamila, and you need to leave. Okay, you need to either leave or hit the thumbs up, one or the other. Hit the thumbs up, please. Thank you. Okay, guys, hold on a second. I'll be right back. I'll be right back because I'm tired of this shit. Hold on. Yeah, and see, this is the reason why I can't stand YouTube because it's too many ignorant people on here. Why are you on here listening to me if you don't like me? Because you want to steal information? Because you're not knowledgeable enough? Because you ain't learned enough? And these people have a pattern because they are psychic vampires. I'm not a psychic vampire. I'm an empress. I am a witch. I am Mother Earth. I ain't got a vampire off of nobody. Okay? And we've had so-called witches on here. We've had so-called witches on here admit to being psychic vampires. I think that as a witch, you should definitely have vampiric power because if you are a witch that is practicing on the principle of vampirism, then you should know alchemy. Okay? But for you guys to continue to come over here backbiting, my parents sold me out to you. My mother did. So I don't want my mother's agents over here watching me because that's all you are, which is pretty weak. Pretty weak. Because I ain't never hid behind your mama, honey. And you hid behind my mama all the while, trying to probably taking her money. My mother got taken advantage of by witches on YouTube, paying them money to try to send me back to Kansas and shit. Y'all know that whole history. They was taking advantage of my mother. My mother was probably paying some of these witches to do a job, which was to get me back in Kansas City, but it never happened and it never will. And I'm not saying that just because I'm doing a spell, it's fate. Okay, it's called fate and destiny. So, why would you even do work like that to oppress supposedly a sister witch of yours? You're not a real witch. And you found that out because you've been doing work against me. And every time that flying dude over there, I ain't gonna call him a flying monkey, but in the witchcraft world, because of the Wizard of Oz, we call them flying monkeys. Y'all been at it for weeks, months, years, honey. And the reason why is because your spirits are feeding. You come around, you backbite, and you sponge off of people that are actually manifesting. Now, I'm not worried about it because my energy is protected. And you've been really, 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 really trying your hardest. You have been. They have been, y'all, I'm telling you. And I'm talking to the actual spiritual enemy at this point that possesses the bodies and the minds of these people that stalk me. Yeah. So they're still here. Can you hit the thumbs up, please? Thank you guys before I get into the discussion. Okay, there are some vloggers on here, they will withhold doing a video. They'll say, hey, I'll do this video if I get 100 likes. I'm tired of not getting what I'm supposed to get, which, it's totally an altered reality because in reality, I shouldn't even be having these issues on YouTube. And if people were smarter, I would have never had those issues. I wouldn't even have to be here explaining this to you right now. I'd be laid up getting my feet rubbed, probably pregnant by my warlock husband, and us giving birth to a very powerful spiritual baby. Because in reality, that's who y'all don't want. Y'all been trying to keep me from my spiritual husband for years because you don't want us to physically manifest these special children. That's why you know what I'm saying? And it's so stupid because at the same time you beg and plead for my sympathy and my energy, but then again, you don't want me to exist. So I'm a little confused about this. We still only at 5 upvotes, so we got 6 people in here that shouldn't be here. 6 people, we gonna give y'all to the Baba Yaga. Okay, congratulations. I'm not gonna make my students wait because they're students too, but the only difference is that they don't really understand the spirit of witchcraft. If they understood the spirit of witchcraft, then Hecate and other goddess witches that were goddesses, there's quite a few of them, they would be getting this information instead of trying to come over here and steal this information. And the reason why I don't want you to benefit off of my energy is because you're disrespectful. You'll come over here and call me low priestess, but then you'll go over there trying to steal my ideas and you'll gain inspiration off of me. So I don't respect a person that will do that. I believe you're supposed to give credit where credit is due. And if you can't give me credit, I'm not going to share anything with you. Okay, and yeah, psychic vampirism does actually exist. Okay, and they feeling really froggy and wanting to leap right now because my vibrations and frequencies have been way too high for them. So again, we have 14 in the chat. There's only 5 upvotes. So there's about 8 people that don't need to be here. You know what? On a normal, I would probably have maybe only about 5 or 6 this late discussing this because it's witchcraft. So that's that black sector that's in here. And hey, Orion's daughter, can you check the thumbs up and the thumbs down for me? And can you probably got to refresh your page. So refresh your YouTube, sweetie. And I also want, if you can, please send me a text message of the screenshot of the thumbs up and the thumbs down. I want to capture this moment right now. Thank you so much. I'll be right back, you guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. I had to do something real quick. So if you're just coming into the chat, make sure you hit the thumbs up and let's discuss what energies I use. Now, I'm not going to give you guys my secrets of actually how to pull in energy, okay, from the elements. I practice very powerful elemental magic that can't be matched, okay? We have some people that pull energy from others. You are not supposed to be pulling energy from an actual human being. Okay, spirit will see you as a demon and you can be burned. I'll have you over there hot and cold at the same time. Okay, and just to let you know, to give you a clue of when I'm psychically attacking you, you gonna be burning but yet frozen solid at the same time. Okay, my spirits are very, very creative in the way that they psychically attack you. So I'll have you over there shivering one moment and the next minute you'll be hot as hell. And I ain't got to mess with with nothing. I can just make you feel some type of way. Okay. So, it is what it is, hon. It's been a battle with these people, and the problem is that they don't know how to respect. They thought that just because my mother was against me, that they would be able to do all of this. But in reality, a lot of witches have had to deal with mothers because we've got some witches out here that have and will sacrifice the energy of their child, especially if they get a child. I'm about to in a minute, sweetie. Hold on. for me, I only usually eat like 3 slices. Okay, guys, I'm back. These people who are codependent on their parents thought that they had it in the bag. They throw temper tantrums on a regular basis. Um, I'm going to admit right here that because of my mother, this is the seed that she planted. This is why this dude thinks that he can say anything to me, do anything to me, because from the gates, these people thought that they had it in the bag and they didn't. Okay. There are some witches like my mother that will try to sacrifice her children's energy. Now, some of us witches have very, very powerful magic inside of us that is very, very coveted and very, very wanted. So, this is one of the reasons why historically Christians have hunted witches. Because what would happen, hold on a second, guys. Yeah, so it's a difference when you have certain light energies because it depends on what you've done. And I'm not even going to get deep into that. But what I can tell you is that in my last life, I was definitely a humanitarian. I was also a healer. They were trying to persecute me based upon my previous life, a previous life before that. Okay. Now, in coincidentally, in this previous life before that, I had a wonderful mother. Okay. She died when I was very young, but of course, a child is going to love their mother. Well, my mother in this life is absolutely horrific. So, just to let you guys know, this is one of the reasons why I've had people, and unfortunately, when you come from a parent like that, people think that they can take advantage of you. So these people are actually pissed that I'm way more powerful than my mother and I'm way more powerful than that codependent shit that they were talking about. Okay, these are the facts. So the reason why they're so intrigued is because they can't understand why they can't do anything, why they can't stop anything. Okay, that was one of the reasons why I had to stop sharing my Sabbats and stuff with the public because they are doing their rituals, which involve trying to somehow get something out of me, and they're obsessed with it because it's something that will never ever happen, and it's really sad that just the other day I had to do work on my own mother. You know what I'm saying? It's just really sad. But sometimes your mama is just a bitch off of the streets that's competing with you. Okay, everybody didn't have the capability of being a real mother. This is the reason why when I was 30, she had people out in social media telling me that I was a hag. Yeah. And what they don't like is that I'm a beautiful witch too. Yeah, they don't like that either. Never have. So trust me, I'm used to people hating me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Yeah. So there's 20 people in the chat, and only 5 of you want to thumbs up. So that means that there's 16 people from that black sector, or either it's a Christian or a Hebrew Israelite, or either some kind of weird Catholic or somebody. You guys don't want to hit the thumbs up because of what? And why not tonight? There's 19 of you, 20 of you in the chat room. What's the problem with hitting the thumbs up? Because I'm going to tell y'all why. It's only 5 real, authentic people in here. The rest of them are frauds. The rest of them are coming directly from that black sector. Hit the thumbs up, guys, so that I can get into my discussion because I don't feel comfortable with all these black sector people in here, and you guys don't have enough respect for the person that you praise and worship every day. You worship me every day. The least that you could do is give me a thumbs up in social media. Oh yeah, I'm on one. Trust me. I went on a travel while I was asleep today. Very powerful, honey. So I woke up like this. Okay. So we have a full moon in Sagittarius coming up on the 5th. Okay, full moon is when your scared people come out of the woodworks because they're confused and they're not understanding. So, this is when, things start getting really heavy. For some reason, a lot of these people, I don't know if they're trying to pay their rent. I don't know if they're trying to pay their car payments. My rent is paid. And it has nothing to do with Section 8. Okay, so yeah, it's about 50 to 60 people actively in social media watching that guy Mike Mills because they can't stand the fact that I manifest and they're always trying to backbite. So it ain't just a couple of people. They about 50 or 60 deep in this gang. And like I told you, I'm ready for spiritual and physical combat whenever you ready. Okay. Yeah, they all up in here. They watching hard too because they don't have any power. They're waiting on me to give them power. Yeah, well, here's the thing though. Why are these people over here if they can't hit the thumbs up? Why is there an absorbently amount of people in here that shouldn't be here? I would rather it only be 5 people in here. I would be fine with that. Numbers don't matter to me when it comes to spiritual stuff. And you can tell that because this dude did about 7 shows today. Okay. And so all of his people are in here. Y'all want to know why? Look at the links. So that's why I was glad you brought up that deity. That's why it's about 14, 13 or 14 of them in here right now watching, but they coming from this dude's platform and it's absolutely ridiculous because this is really none of your business. You wouldn't understand it if I did tell you. So to the 5 people that thumbs up, these are more than likely patrons. By the way, I got 2 new patrons in the last couple of days. Thank you so much. We might have to discuss this in the group because I don't feel comfortable with this. This is what this dude does. It's about 15 to 16 people in here from his platform hovering because they're narcissistic and they're weak. Narcs are cowards. You're not strong. Just because you have the capability to lie on people and do smear campaigns and hate on people in the public with no pride or self-respect or dignity, that doesn't, yeah. So my problem is that they're here, obviously, okay, like Carol Land on the Poltergeist, and like all of these demonically possessed people, and a couple of them are the actual real demon. They not gonna do it because they're here from his platform and they're desperate. They shouldn't be here in the first place. Okay, they have been over here manipulating my numbers. That's the only thing that you can do is shit all over people's channels. You do it to non-spiritual channels too. So, they don't just hate on witches, they go and hate on all channels. If it's a channel that's too big, like PewDiePie, they don't have no impact over there. But they'll still do it. They'll still go over there and they'll subscribe to channels just so that they can go and thumbs down. But with me, they actually listen because my words mean something. And this dude has his whole channel watching me. Okay, I swear to God, and I tried to record the conversation, but there's no need for that. So, yeah, the manipulation that these people try to do, it's constant trying to be a part of you, constantly you shouldn't be here if you don't like me. You should not be here. Sorry, just like you probably shouldn't be on Mother Earth since you don't like her, which is why you pollute her waters and you're constantly doing stupid stuff on her earth. So I'm sorry, hun. Again, and I just want to get rid of them. I want to see, you know what, to be honest with you, I would rather have about 5 or 6 live viewers per show than to have these parasitic people over here. I would. I don't need your view. Yeah. Hold on real quick, y'all. This is real talk, man. We gonna nip this shit in the bud. And I want to let y'all know that my spirits, man, y'all better be careful, man, because y'all got y'all looky loos over here and stuff all the damn time. We gonna discuss this. You know what? We're gonna discuss this on another day, cause they over here to get information. Sorry, information is not here. We're just gonna sit here and talk. I'm not giving out no more free information to these people for them to go and use my knowledge and then disrespect me. I don't respect people that do that, and that's why that's why you're not actually able to use it. Because to be honest with you, like I said, most people, when they're trying to get their channels popping and they start a beef, they usually move on within a few months. You people have been trying to keep a beef popping with me for 6 years, and it ain't did shit for you. So that means that you are denied and blocked and don't have access. Okay, this person tried to say, and she know who I'm talking about. I ain't got to call her name. She tried to say that I was blocked from some kind of access to a government benefit. Okay, and that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, I'm just keeping it real with y'all. And another thing that they do is plagiarism. I can go to any of the enemies that have talked crazy about me. They are now saying my words. They are basically telling you the same thing that I'm telling you, only they're not authentic. They come over here, they find out what I'm talking about, and the next day they do a show on their channels based upon the same goddamn topic. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because you guys know exactly who they are, because I always tell you, but they're frauds. Because the intent that they actually have for you is not a good intent. Because if they had good intent for you, they would have no problem with me. They have been going through this and they're very hateful. A person cannot heal you with hate. A person cannot make your situation better with hate. A person that is so down and out as to go out and lie and say that this beautiful home that I live in is a Section 8 house, that's not no real fucking witch that can actually manifest something. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Some witches only have the ability to try to tear down and destroy and cause chaos. I am daughter of fucking Horus at the end of the day. I know how to that's what the Egyptian goddesses did. They transmuted that chaotic energy into a manifestation. And that's why they had every damn thing that they needed in life, and they was queens. Okay. They still up in here. That's why we just gonna we gonna keep it just like this. And guys, what I will tell you though is that I will tell you this much because maybe this will make a difference in their lives. First of all, from what I've heard, okay, even wayward renegade witches. Okay, I'm calling y'all out. I'm gonna call out a couple. Wayward renegade witches is one of them. Okay, I looked at a video that she did probably like maybe a year or two ago, and she said the Sabbaths and the solstices are bullshit. Okay, from that moment on, I realized that maybe she would have interesting topics to discuss, but for her to know anything about authentic witchcraft that'll actually work to manifest, I don't believe that. Okay, that's just like this other witch, and I'm giving them clout right now, but y'all ain't gonna find me when you go over there. It's a totally different situation. Okay, these are people that would rather make something look like something than to actually produce real magic. And I don't doubt that wayward renegade witches. I don't doubt that they have power. But what I'm saying about them is that the reason why you struggle, sis, is because you don't actually practice authentic witchcraft. You cannot possibly, even you've said that you're a satanic witch. Okay, I think I've heard them say that they practice Satanism. Okay, Satanists absolutely practice the Sabbaths. Okay, so for you to be on there telling your people that the Sabbaths and the solstices are bullshit, it seemed like to me that you're trying to manipulate maybe your whole situation or maybe another situation. And see, at this point, we don't have time for people that just want to have all the power. Trust me, in this lifetime, if you're an authentic witch, you are going to always have clients. You are going to always have people that you have to lead to that crossroads. You are going to always have people like that. So for you to sit up here and give people misinformation so that they can't protect themselves, you're not actually talking to no witches. Because from what I can see, I don't get nothing but witches and psychics and mediums that come to me for guidance. I'm talking about witches that have been practicing for years come to me for guidance and cleanses, honey. So at the end of the day, age don't have nothing to do with whether or not if I were younger or older. It's just who I am. If you want to go and say that I'm a narcissist because of my grandiose behavior, okay, if you want to say that, then honey, then you don't really know nothing about witchcraft. So that's why you had to be a very special person to make my list of witches that we love. Okay, very powerful people. See, I can respect somebody for having power. And I can even respect somebody for having power but not knowing their own power. But when you are purposely giving misinformation, you are no different than that damn church. You don't want to empower people. You want all the power. No, I empower my people. You know that? I'm not afraid of giving somebody themselves because that's what I am here for. So I'm not afraid of doing that. I don't think that if I tell somebody how powerful they are, that they're going to come back and somehow destroy me. See, I don't have those trust issues with my spirits. Okay. And I am a high priestess of Hecate. And if you've been, and see, that would be a sore spot for many people. So that's why they go around and they say, oh, you look like a frog. Frogs are associated with Hecate. They can't stand that. They can't stand real witches. First of all, real witches, we don't necessarily look, even though I feel like I look like a baby doll. I feel like, hell, they actually made a doll in my name. They got a Shawnee doll. They got a Jamila doll. Hello? The toy companies make money off of my name. But witches often have odd looks and they usually have the mark, which is a mole. Okay. So it's a sore spot when you might have somebody that is scamming people to actually be face to face with a real witch that bothers them. Because there are fake witches out there. Fake witches are going to give you fake information. All of the real witches are giving you all of the information that you need to be successful. They are. Okay, now they're not giving you all of their secrets, but they're giving you the basics, which represents the magician card. Okay? And a lot of them don't even do work for people. They already got what they got. Okay. And eventually I'll get to that point to where I'll just be on here just every now and then putting up my videos and talking. And you know what I'm saying? Because I already know what I have the ability to manifest. Okay. So, at the end of the day, I have never had to have a beef with anybody to get attention on my channel. Okay. They lied. They fucked up completely my channel. They did. Y'all got the ability to tear something down, but you ain't got the ability to grow nothing, and that's your problem. And that's one of the reasons why ain't none of the most powerful deities contacting you. And the ones that you claim you working with, they not nowhere near you. Because I'm sorry, even if you are a magician that is working with Jesus Christ, okay, you're not going to be over there living in squalor the way that you are. Like at some point, if you truly become a Christian witch, which, witches like me, we do kind of look down on you a little bit. Okay, we do. But at the end of the day, we know that whole religion was nothing but witchcraft. And we know that Jesus Christ himself was a witch. And Jesus Christ could bring things in with his mind. He was spiritually gifted. When you actually read the Bible and you're intelligent, you'll know that everything that Jesus did was witchcraft. He had special gifts and powers. Okay? And the reason why Christians killed him is because they were afraid of their own power, and they were afraid of his power, and they were the ones that were jealous, envious. God Almighty that built this motherfucking universe has no fucking reason to be jealous of you. You understand me? They said God is a jealous God. He's a vengeful God. Well, if you're talking about the woman, y'all seem to still be very confused. That ain't got nothing to do with being jealous or vengeful. That has everything to do with making sure that you don't destroy the goddess or the god, which the Godhead is a woman. So I don't have to hide behind a religion that says that women are pieces of shit that should be murdered and killed. So that's one of the reasons why pagan witches look down upon Christian witches. Okay, that's one of the reasons. And especially if you're displaying that behavior, you're not walking with Jesus, okay? And that's why you're confused and you have to make videos about people and make up lies about people. Y'all, they had a whole goddamn smear campaign against me. And even though it was relevant, Spirit absolutely did use you, yeah, but you was the one at the losing end. You were merely a test for me. You were merely a testament. That was it. But you thought in your mind that you were somehow master. Okay, no, you were my initiation with the spirits, but you're not actually initiating me. It was Spirit. It was Hecate that initiated me. In fact, nobody here has the fucking power to initiate anybody except for me. At least the witches that are out there trying to beef with me and shit, trying to throw work at me. Y'all, I deal with shit every day. I just don't come on here and say nothing. They get mad about that shit. These other witches on here that are dabbling, merely dabbling into witchcraft, they throw shit at me all the time. I don't even talk about it. So what they do is they get upset because it's not manifesting, and then they get that one guy to go and make videos about me. These are facts. I can see everything that you're doing. Now, if you were in my witchy academy, I would flog you for that shit. I wouldn't even accept you into my school with that bullshit, man. That's weakness. That's weak. Okay, we practice very powerful elemental magic, spirit magic, necromancy. We would never be out in social media having to do a smear campaign against you. For what? You're no threat. You're no threat. And now that you know what the capability of it is, and then also what I want to tell you, because the latest thing that they've been doing is they've been trying to fuck with my bag to get me put out of my house, of course. Honey, you don't real like they don't believe that I have the capability, which is so weird. I think that they know that, but they don't have the ability to hold shit down. Oh, I got the ability to hold shit down. I'll be in this house for a very, very fucking long time. Okay, in fact, I'm gonna buy this house. Okay, this is my house. This is my house, to be honest with you. I've actually, I think it might be the location or something, but I am very, very much connected to the house, and the spirits that are in this house love the fuck out of me. Okay, I'm not sitting up there getting ran out of my house by spooks and ghosts. No, I am being taken care of and loved in this house. Understand that all up and through this, okay? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, y'all, I couldn't believe it. And I was like, why would they do that? And then I threw the cards and I realized that it's because of some other stuff from back home. Look, let me tell y'all something. Everybody has willpower and strength. Everybody, even your enemies. Okay? But the problem is that the reason why Jesus gave you that Bible was to teach you. I didn't need to be taught by the Bible that I shouldn't trespass on the homes of others because I have my own home. So only the people that don't have their own home feel the need to trespass on others' houses. Okay? When you got your own shit, and then they even gave you certain verses to try to teach you. God bless the child that has its own. See, y'all missed all of that. I don't never had to, like, literally when I come on here, I'm just exposing the truth. I don't like it when people lie. I can't stand that. But other than that, it just, and to have that kind of power over self, this is something that Christian men have a serious problem with. Well, you'll just find out what you need to find out then. These are the facts, because I swear to God, they were literally, I have controlling men in my family. I've attracted a lot of controlling men. They want to, if they can't control you, they want to control how people see you. Okay. And I would never allow any of you men to come out here and, put a perception out there on me. So that's why I still fight. And I will continue to fight for myself. And then especially when we're coming up on a full moon, because my landlord is going to get their rent on time. So while y'all running around here trying to scrounge and backbite off of my energy so y'all can pay y'all mortgage, just know that my rent is paid on time in full by me. See, that's why y'all doing all this stuff. That's why y'all making up reasons to roast somebody. First of all, this is what I think happens. I believe that somehow some of these witches, what they will do is they will get these men to roast me. And for some reason, they think that I give a shit or that I get nervous or upset. When you start getting nervous and upset about what a person is saying about you, okay, when you start getting nervous and upset, that's when the feeding frenzy happens. These are big facts because it's psychic vampirism. Okay. Now, as you guys could see, I'm so goddamn powerful that I turned that shit around. This dude was trying to work against me, ended up having to call me back to back, ended up having to call me. And yeah, he tried to manipulate me during that phone call. Absolutely. Okay. But see, here's the thing, I don't have to trust you. I got trust in my spirit guides calling me back to back to back. So it will always backfire and the tables will always be turned. And you can't use this man. I think that they thought they would be able to use him against me just because we used to sleep together. I'm a cold bitch when I want to be. I control my heart, not you, not him, not nobody else. And that's really what they want to feed off is that heart chakra. And you got people out there that are taking heart medication instead of them actually feeding their heart chakra. Like, for example, my mother. My mother takes a blood pressure medicine every day that is killing her. So, what does she do in turn? She comes after her daughter like a zombie. You shouldn't have to feed off of your children like that. And this has been going on for years consistently. And I'm not going to let my health fail just because she don't have no damn good sense. Why would you go to a doctor, be the victim of medical witchcraft, and then you doing all this shit to your daughter? Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. My mother wrote a book. She wrote a little book about vampirism. Okay, she wrote me into her book too. I think you can find her stuff on Audible or something. Okay, so I'm just telling you what I know, and I've always been very well informed. I think that they either thought I didn't know or whatever. Heart chakra energy is very sacred because they can get solar plexus energy too. So that's why they call you ugly. They try to say that you're a hag. They try to mess up your self-image. You know, it's this is magic that desperate people do. So that's literally why you'll go over there and you'll see this guy surrounded by all of these witches. They in the chat room, but a lot of them are not in the chat room. Okay, we got witches, vampires, and werewolves. Okay, and probably even a few reptilians. So all of that was a feeding frenzy. My spirits was so powerful today, okay, that we made you shut your channel down. Then he came back and tried it again. So fuck all that romantic love shit. Ain't no romantic love. You know what you've been up to, and you know I know full well what you've been up to, and you know that I've been making all that stuff backfire on you. So right now, what you need to realize is that I'm literally like a hot poker. You probably shouldn't touch me, especially right now. Okay, this Sagittarius moon that's coming up, I can already feel it. And we're gonna be getting prepared for that beautiful ritual. And it's sad that they can't witness that. Like people can't just witness that. You know what I'm saying? I think the witchcraft that I do is very beautiful. I've done some very good authentic rituals that, and unfortunately we can't do that on here. You see what I'm saying? Every time I release a new product, every time I do anything, because these people have patterns in their life that they can't break. Okay? I consistently make money at my business. Why do you think that I decided to you know what I'm saying? That this was my intent. My intent was to start making more money. My intent, but see, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of the black witches that I've seen on here, unfortunately, they are very limited because of things like housing assistance. They hold on to it out of fear. That's why you can't get to where I got to. When you can let go of that fear, sis, then you can go and do something just like I did. Otherwise, you just gonna continue to hate and go run to Michael and talk about, then go live and say something about her because I want her to feel bad about herself. Well, Mike can't make me feel bad. This is like, why do they keep trying? Only a crazy person. Mike will never be able to break me down. He will destroy himself doing it. Ask Kali Ma. He's the demon that Kali Ma destroyed a long time ago, trying to manifest itself. Okay, he's gonna destroy himself trying to break me down, which is so dumb. Why do you men do that? That's so dumb. Is that like not the dumbest shit ever? But it's dumb, but at the same time, it's done with a purpose. It's not done for his purpose. $50. I'm sorry, honey. You bragging about getting $50 for roasting a goddess. People that roast pigs get more money than $50, hon. That means that whatever you doing ain't worth much. Okay, and the person that you roasting is worth a lot, but you don't. Your sight is so low. Your goals are so low. Facts. That's the reality of it. And you know what? They could really learn something today. You know what? The one thing that you're gonna take away from this is that you need to quit judging a book by its cover and stop judging people's power by the way that they look. I don't have to be ugly and or unattractive to be a strong woman. So that's the reason why when you a strong woman, these men start calling you hag and ugly. When they sitting up here looking in your face and they know that the complete opposite is the truth. I don't go by what other people say on how I feel about myself. And to be honest with you, I love the compliments that I get. I got, man, if I could just, man, if I showed y'all my Facebook inbox. Okay. I don't necessarily need to be complimented, but I like compliments. I accept them. Just like a donation. I accept donations just like I accept a compliment. Do I have to have a donation? Not necessarily. The energy shift happened sometime in February. If you want to get a clue how to where I got what I got, go back and look at my videos of February of 2020 and you'll figure it out, sis. Go look it up. Real big facts. I swear to Goddess. Go look at my videos in February of this year. Okay. And then instead of disrespecting me, because that's just like calling to Oshun, but spitting in her face. Okay. That's just like calling to Oshun, but spitting in her face. You get ideas from me. You show me respect. You don't take my energy that I so lovingly gave, because the energy that I give away on this channel is energy that I don't need. It's energy that I put out there. It's also alchemy. Okay, whenever I come on here and talk about anything, honey, that is a connection with my people that I'm supposed to take to that next level, that are supposed to come to me. Okay, I am an actual spirit guide. I'm not a struggling witch. I'm an actual spirit guide. That's why I get so many led to me. They got angry at me because you know what? I was like, I'm tired of my own people doing this to me. I'm tired of black people doing this to me. That's why I began to show you guys my money. We ain't doing that in 2020, baby. Okay, I'm not gonna let you look at those numbers no more. But know this. Know this. I have everything that I need. And if you don't have everything that you need in life, coming over here harassing me, attacking me, talking shit, that ain't gonna get you nowhere. Okay, you could learn something from me, but they do learn from me. And you know what they do? They come and and because they were watching me closely all February. They had no idea that I was getting ready to move into my place. They watched me all February. When I got in this place, they almost had heart attacks. I don't know why. I really honestly don't know why. So now that I'm where I'm at, what I would suggest that you do is I would suggest that you go, okay? I would suggest that you go if you guys are trying to figure out how to manifest a house with a fireplace and a garage and yard space and sunflowers in your front yard, I'm sorry, dandelions, then go back to my January and February of 2020 videos. Do your homework. If you want to know how to keep what I have and what I've obtained, then just look at the past 3 months. Just look at the past 3 months. And I'm not telling you to mirror me or copy me, but catch the wisdom. Okay? I don't know what these people's problem was, but you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. Wherever certain people roam, that's where the disrespect comes from. But in reality, I get fucking respect. I don't appreciate you disrespecting me, but your disrespect don't pay my bills, do it? Do your disrespect pay my bills? So you can come on there and talk all that shit that you want. Okay? You can come on here and say this and say that and bother people and do all of this stuff, but in reality, it's nothing that you can do to change it. You know what? And when you maybe someday find that power within yourself, it's a force that never stops. You don't turn it off even when you sleep. You don't. So maybe instead of trying to fight against that, maybe you should go with the flow and ride the wave. And maybe you might get something in life, sis. Okay, because you know what? It literally, when I made up my mind to, move to Georgia and become successful and have my shit together, literally I did exactly everything that I said that I was going to do within the time frame that I was going to do it. And I don't say that to make anybody feel bad. I say that because I'm a muse. I inspire people. Did y'all just not see my just recent readings? I am a very powerful teacher of magic. And I love that about myself. I would never be ashamed of being a witch. Never. I would never be ashamed of having a vagina. I'd never be ashamed of practicing sex magic. I would never be ashamed of taking my energy back from a man that was only able to steal my energy temporarily because I was not protected by my own fucking mother. But we got something for that though. I had obstacles in life because every fucking where I went, shit followed me. Shit tried to push me down. And trust me, all those years, my mother was actually and factually hating on me. Oh, yeah, absolutely. She wasn't doing that to inspire me like my grandmother. My grandmother will kick off in my ass to inspire me. Okay? My mother did it just to hate. These are big facts. These are big facts. Okay? So this is the reason why all of those people that my mother talked to 6 years ago act like they ain't got to respect me. Well, you the one that's stupid. You the one can't jump on the mothership with me, honey. Okay, and many of y'all just need to apologize and say, damn, why did we do that? You know why they did it? Because for some reason they gave her mad respect just because she pushed me out of her stomach. Get the fuck out of here. Any animal can give birth. It takes a real woman to raise a child and to have a good relationship with your daughter. But you know what? That's my private personal business. I do work on my mother all the time. She sent some bad energy just last night. My daughters got to fighting. You don't necessarily have the access that my mother has, but it literally took like 30 seconds to reverse that shit. So again, more waste of time and more stupidity. So I don't battle with witches in social media. I go for the head honcho. Okay? Literally, that's why I was kind of tripped out when I was looking at that. Like sometimes when I see stuff on TV, it'll be reminiscent of my life. So that's one of the reasons why I really do like American Horror Story, especially Coven, because of an old girl that didn't get along with her mother, Jessica Lange. That's my mother, Jessica Lange. It's all good. And they kept throwing it up in my face. Yo, mama said this, Joe mama said that, and Joe mama don't care. Bitch, I'm a boss. I can make it without my mama. Can you? Nope. That's why you had to consistently, just to get attention, keep bringing up my mama and what she said. And then they just got real disrespectful about it, but they was really confident for a little while. And then you done already started a goddamn war, that of which, really what you got to do is you just got to apologize to my ancestors. You don't even have to apologize to me. You can just apologize to my ancestors and my spirits and it'll stop. Because we ain't going to do nothing but continue to fight a war that I'm going to win. Okay? Because nobody has the right to sell me out like my mother sold me out to y'all. Okay, so that's where this is essentially based in. This is no cap. And the reason why I'm even discussing this is because many of you are going through the same exact thing. And all of y'all need my guidance. And this is the reason why we're doing this group ritual that's coming up. Because many of you guys were neglected in the love area. Yes, you were. You were neglected because, to be honest with you, you would have still become a powerful witch even though your mother hated on you. She didn't have to do that. She could have had a good relationship with you, but she chose to not because of her envy and because of her jealousy. Your fate is still the same. You'll still have everything that you want. Don't you ever get discouraged by the flying monkey and the old bats. No, it ain't no old hag. Who you talking about? Hecate? Yeah, that's an aspect of myself. Absolutely. But old bats are very different from old hags. So to be honest with you, when you call me an old hag, that's actually a goddamn compliment. You see what I'm saying? But I'm quite comely still, and I'm not gonna allow these people to ruin my youth. I'm not married to my father, unlike my mother, who decided that she was going to essentially ruin the rest of her life because my father told her that white women were better. So if you notice that every single nightmare that my mother experienced in life, I had to falsely experience it on YouTube so that she could see it and go, oh, I feel so much better. My mother wanted me to go through every pain that she went through. How did it end up? My mother hates white people. I don't hate white people. In fact, I have white ancestry. Okay, our last name is Briscoe. So if I were to hate fucking white people, I would have to hate myself. So no, we don't get down like that over here. We're very balanced over here. That's why I have a rainbow tribe. They want to stop that rainbow tribe so bad, guys, they can taste it. They can taste the rainbow. Hello? You can't open it? There you go, baby. It's okay. There you go. Are you thirsty? Did y'all ever make the Kool-Aid? Hey, Deja or Daniela, come down here and make the Kool-Aid and put it in the freezer. Yeah, you do. Yeah, man. When you look at my uncle that just recently passed, that was a pastor, This man literally had no pigmentation to his skin at all. That all of the Briscoes are light skin. Hell, I'm even darker. I got more red undertones to my skin. Those people are yellow. That's because we have white ancestry. It's Irish. Okay. So I would never ever and I've been talking to my kids about that too, because a lot of us that do have white ancestry, we're out here disrespecting white people and our white, ancestors, and that's not cool. Because you know what? I'm not going to be disrespectful. I'm going to embrace it. And here's another thing. I don't have ignorant people around because I have a biracial child. I'll be damned if somebody gonna come around my kid that hate white folks. My child is biracial. He's not gonna be raised like some of these biracial people with these black mothers that are bitter, that want to talk about white people and stuff and say, nah, we don't have that experience over here, man. And that's where my mother is at. And what made no sense, evidently they had their own agenda, is the fact that my mother is in contact with white people and she hates white people. We don't have that energy over here. That's why my mother is no longer able to create racial tension over on my channel, because she was doing it for years. My mother is very jealous. She is very, very jealous of white women. I'm not. I'm not. For what? I've got my own beauty. What the fuck are you talking about? Now, I will tell you that there's a whole complicated situation that I really don't give a shit about. I'm sorry, I'm not going to ruin my looks. I am going to preserve my beauty. I'm not going to destroy my looks just because my mother was in a car accident. So this car accident, I guess, was supposed to ruin her life and mine as well. I would never let that happen to my daughter. Never. So I got a lot of deep seated stuff that I grew up with, having to deal with my mother and why she did this, because that is the seed that she planted. You know what I use to get rid of people that she sends after me? Mustard oil. I use mustard oil and mustard seed. You can buy it from any grocery store. It's so fucking simple. And you can tell that it's certain people that are in contact with certain people. This guy has a script. He does. That's why there's nothing genuine about him, because he is going along with a script. A script is not magic. Okay? You're not going to stir up emotions in me. And to be honest with you, whenever somebody's trying to stir up an emotion in you, it's probably because they're trying to manipulate you in some kind of way. Okay, for me, I come on here, I give y'all education, I let y'all know what the issue is, what I can do to solve, and you guys contact me. I've already well established myself as a witch, so that's not something that we're dealing with. But on a personal note, I'm gonna make sure that my personal relationships with men are better than my mother, because my mother absolutely hates men. That's another thing. I don't have to live like her. So all of that stuff over there, and nobody's blaming her for my problems. I blame her for the sure I don't have problems. I blame her for me having to waste all these goddamn candles from doing work on her. Yeah, she always talking about people wasting. Yeah, you are just literally wasting everybody's materials and stuff, like the fact that I have to keep lighting these candles on you. The fact that I have not made a puppet out of you and buried it at a cemetery is merely only because of the respect that I give you because you gave birth to me. And trust me, that's because I'm a kind-hearted person. I ain't no killer, but don't push me. Because sometimes some people just need to be laid to rest when they flailing around like that, trying to make things harder, trying to purposely curse your own children and grandchildren. Just because you lonely. Well, you know what? You lonely because you let my daddy ruin your mind and your life. And that ain't my fault or my problem either. Get up off your ass and do something then. Get up and exercise. Start doing something about it then. So I'm tired of, you know what I'm saying? And all you got to do is throw the cards. I'm dealing with a couple of clients right now. Right now, long term clients, clients that have been with me forever, and we are battling their mother. This is very, very real. And typically, a mother would have the ability to destroy or either puppeteer her child. There have been many like me throughout history that said, hey, you know what? I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but fuck you. This is ridiculous. So if I were not smart and if I didn't have the discernment, my mother would cause struggle in my life. I probably would have been out on the streets a couple of times before I moved into my place. My mother has thrown me out into the streets. My mother cannot stand me because she hates my father. Okay? That's the reality of it. And it's sad when you don't like your kids because you're mad at their dad. Hold on, real quick, guys. What's up, sweetie? Hold on. Let me mute. All right, y'all, I'm back. Sorry about that. So, you know what? And in the grand scheme of things, let me just talk to y'all about this. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. So, yeah, at the end of the day, you can make it out here in this world, no matter if you're black, or if you're ugly, or if you're light skinned, or if you're short, or if you're skinny, or if you're fat, or if you a single mother, or if your mama don't like you, or if your mama said this. At the end of the day, when you apply yourself and you use real magic, you're gonna make it regardless. And this has consistently been the statement that I have been making for the past 6 years, because I truly believe that I'm meant to educate my orphaned witchy sister, because I was an orphan. I was. My mother made sure that I felt like an orphan my entire fucking life. Please believe that my self-worth has nothing to do with her or her opinion or how she feels. Okay, and you just gotta be strong about yours. There's a lot of people that would be broke down for the rest of their fucking life without the love of their mother. No, no, I came to this world with a purpose. So just know that that's why I'm so damn strong. And it ain't no front either. I don't come on here and yell or scream at people and then get off camera and cry. I get off camera and I go and I stand in front of my fireplace and I say, hello, thank you, Hestia. I go and I thank my spirits. I go and I chill and I relax and be on some chill shit, man. I ain't been upset in months. Y'all been trying to purposely upset me with this dude. Like, honey, any man, I can take you or leave you. You are merely an option to me. And that's with any man that's being disrespectful. So that's the last card that these women have to play, is this man. That's the last card that that sector has to play in this man. Their sector depends on him roasting me. These are big facts. Okay. My sector, which is the witchy sector, the magic corner, I'm not codependent on you. I don't need your energy. In fact, it would actually, you know what? My nerves would be bad. Like, sometimes the only thing I will tell you is that y'all irritate me and get on my nerve. Honey, and you know what? There's this one frequency that I found the other day, and I'll post it in the community tab. Okay. If I ever felt like, y'all were irritating me or bothering me to that point, I would just meditate. You see what I'm saying? So all y'all do is get on people's nerves. That's not real magic. Because a real magician would not be codependent on somebody. That's why you've got the Temperance card in the tarot deck and you've got the Magician. Temperance is an angel that says, "Oh, baby, let me come on in and coddle you and help you, baby." See, that's what I do. Okay. That I'm on the other side of that. I don't have to sit up here and to be honest with you, you know what Spirit was telling me? Because the other day I was trying to figure out which deity I was going to work with for this group ritual that we have coming up. And they was like, Hecate, and you are the embodiment of Hecate. Because I have been dealing with spirit possession. I know that I'm possessed by Hecate. And I love it. I love her energy, man. She is amazing. Even her crone aspect is amazing. She's old, but she ain't sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, she do that to scare people. You know, when you see a real old scary witch and her face is all twisted up and stuff. But that don't mean that you got to actually be that. Like, if you choose to be a beautiful, maiden or whatever, you can be a beautiful maiden. You can choose any aspect of the triple goddess that you want. And that's all I'ma say. Because I know people walking around here 90 years old. I know I've peeped people that are about 3,000 years old that look young as a teenager. Y'all just don't know that. Y'all don't really know. Like, I'm just keeping it real with you, man. It's some people that don't even die Like y'all think y'all got a bead on society. Y'all don't know every fucking body in society. It's people in this world that are hundreds of years old, man. Y'all be talking about so and so lived until got ancestors walking this earth. I ain't gonna tell you where they at. I got ancestors walking this earth right now that are bloodline ancestors of mine that are thousands of years old and they don't even look it. You wouldn't you would think that they was just a normal young man or a young woman. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit that I come on here and talk about, like my insight is very much wanted and needed. But then you got this negative aspects, and that's not what guys, I don't want this drama. I fight because I have to. I had to clear the airways. I had to put my energy out in the universe like other people were because it's a spiritual battle. Okay, right now that we're experiencing. That's why I did that. Otherwise, I don't like all this drama. In fact, that's the reason why I walked away from my mother's family, is because all they do is argue and get fed up on. Argue and get fed up on. Argue, get sick, get fed up on. Argue, get fed up on, get sick. That's all they do, man. I'm sorry. I don't belong with that side of the family. I'm with the goods. I'm with the right side of the family. So people that was running around here talking about you ain't got no family, man, I got family right now that's walking around with a heartbeat. Like I said, very powerful. So I've never been walking this journey alone. And all of that worldly shit, all of that religious shit, political shit, all of that classism shit that they talking about, please believe that that ain't got nothing to do with witchcraft. Yeah, in witchcraft, we got people that are of higher ranking. Absolutely. Yeah, the spirits do have their favorites. They do. And that's why they say, that's why you see people that say that they're highly blessed and favored. What do you think that that means? But of course that they do, because it depends on how you treat them. Okay, and my mother deserved that work. I'm sorry, lady, you've been doing way too much. I'm a grown ass woman. You know what? Did y'all see that movie, Ma? Y'all, that movie reminded me of my mother in so many freaking ways. And not the part about her partying with teenagers. Mm-mm. My mother don't do stuff like that. Even though I had my first drink when I was 18, it was a rite of passage in the family. Okay, drink your poison. What reminded me of my mother in that movie, and it was actually very healing to see that lady burn up in a fire and to see her daughter make it out of there to safety, was the fact that the mother was drugging the daughter. The mother was trying to keep the daughter sick so that she could keep her locked up in her house. And I'm like, this is just weird. So, it goes a lot deeper than my mother hating on me. And that's all I got to say. And the one thing that I will tell you is that I don't deserve no goddamn flying monkey trying to embarrass me and act a fool with me and disrespect me. What I deserve and what I will get is a normal, loving relationship with a man. I always have and I always will. And I'm going to be honest with you. The only person that thinks that she can't get a man is my mother, which is sad. Like, it's so sad that my father has her like that. My dad did that. Look, that's their relationship. That's what you decided to fall for. You decided to do that. And you know what, in that movie, did you ever see that movie, Orion's Daughter? In that freaking movie, the mother, the reason why she did all this, she was drugging her daughter. She was purposely, making her daughter sick, which is Munchausen by proxy. My mother has consistently went to people surrounding her in a confusion, or either she was being manipulative. And what she would do is she would constantly try to make me look bad. Her favorite thing to say about me was that I'm stupid and crazy. Well, you know what? Y'all all know that I'm neither stupid and I'm definitely not crazy. Cause y'all been seeing all these ravens and phantasms. Y'all starting to see them. Okay, which is what I told you, which was the spirit realm. That's what I'm here for. I don't have nothing to do with with all of that stuff. All that stuff over there in the black sector and all those people over there, that's my mother's territory. And it's pretty sad and pathetic. The story is never going to change there. It will never change. Those people have been that. In fact, my mother is the puppet master over that black sector. Big facts. Big facts. Now, when you compare her sector to my sector, clearly I went down the correct path and she didn't. But my mama let my dad destroy her. Why y'all think that? Why do y'all think that these people's audiences? It was always a theme. Um, the reason why I'm gonna tell y'all something. There are a lot of older black women that are my mother's age. They enjoy hearing black men dog out black women. Even though my mama don't like white folks. Even though my mother just wants, because this is a pain that she keeps experiencing over and over and over again. When my father told her, okay, this my father actually created a real generational hex in my family that I overcame. Okay? From the moment that my dad told my mother that white women were better, she lost her mind after that. It ruined her heart. Her heart turned cold. So if you notice, of course, I had to go through the same thing. Now, the only difference is that thank the goddess that my face never got disfigured in a car accident like what happened to her, even though she was trying to make it happen. One day I was sitting in the car with my dad and a car just comes in and just slams into the side of the car. I didn't have a scratch. So I've been protected my whole entire fucking life from her. Okay? And her covert operation. My mother is a covert narcissist. Please believe that she's always been behind the scenes. She made her appearance on there talking to Alexis K. Tyler and Tina. And that's the seed that she planted. But see, what I did was I planted my own goddamn seeds. And my seeds have grown and manifested, honey. So I don't have to fucking worry about you. If I do worry about you, I light a candle and I move on with my life and you know it. And that's why you keep getting that goddamn pathetic ass flying monkey to make shows about me. Now I can imagine that he probably gets a lot of money from my mama. I believe that there's other investors in that black sector and it's all surrounding around me. But they don't get what I get. And you know, my mother's extremely jealous that I make more money than her too, which is preposterous. You know, again, that's that I'm not your mama, I'm a bitch on the corner mentality, which is typically what she is. Okay, and I know what I know because all y'all mamas is buzzing around. That's why they came out with that movie around this time. Cause we and you okay. Yes. Hey Lisa. So for me, y'all, I'm just like, honey, I'm ready for whatever you bring. Only this time, my spirits, they gonna lock some folks up. Okay? And they know what I'm talking about because I ain't in the same county that I was in before. And then also this time I have an attorney. And to be honest with you, a lot of the people that slander me in social media, I thought about getting an attorney. I got a beef tongue I got to do too because the last beef tongue that I have, I went ahead and disposed of it. I'm gonna be back there working another beef tongue. So I'm gonna let my phone charge. The kids want my attention right now. I need to eat something. But later on tonight, y'all, I'm gonna do a live beef tongue ritual for y'all. Okay? Because the reason why the beef tongue needs to be done is because there's too many people, like they talk about me 24. These people talk about me every day, all day, especially my mother. She calling her brother. She calling different various people in the family. She's calling some of these people that are content creators who have literally ruined their platforms because of her. That's on you, dude. That's on you. And until you apologize and come clean to me, because see, she ain't got no control over shit. Not actually. She can throw shit at me just like any other fucking witch, and that shit'll come right back to her. So, honey, before you gonna be able to move on and shine, you gonna have to bow down and show some goddamn respect for me. And that's with any of them. That's why can't none of them walk away. They want to walk away from the black sector. They do. Because the money ain't shit. And it's very stressful. They want to walk away from that black sector so bad. At least I know that Mike does. But he won't, because it's all that he has to hold on to. Okay? Because there's still people investing in that black sector, which at the hub of the investment is the star of the show, and that is me. And you goddamn right. Now, a lot of y'all ready to go. Oh, I want to start a cooking channel. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. Well, then fine. Go do it. Go do it. But before you're able to move forward, you have unfinished business with me. You gotta apologize. So a lot of these people that owe me, and you ain't even gotta say it publicly. Fuck you. You ain't got I don't need you for validation. But that spirit that's around you that keeps you talking about me, bitch, you better bow down to it, or it's gonna continue to gnarl at you and to snarl at you. You gonna at least bow down and show some goddamn respect for my ancestors and my spirits. I don't need your fucking validation, and I don't need your goddamn friendship either. And they know that shit. All these people that did me dirty for years, Orion's daughter, they know that shit right now. I went through this shit alone. The only reason why you seeing me now, I'm coming out and I got people that's really, really supporting me. But there used to be a time when I would come on here, and yeah, I had a few supporters here and there or whatever, but I've definitely built up a better social base. See, that's one of the things that destructive narcissistic parents like my mother and destructive narcissistic people like Mike tries to do, is they try to isolate people. Well, you didn't do a very good job of isolating me. That's why you were live all day while I was over here taking a nap, sleeping like a freaking baby, honey. Okay, I was over here sleeping like a freaking baby while you was sitting up here trying to make excuses for why somebody was knocking at my fucking door, because you trying to make excuses about why you can't successfully isolate me. Trust and believe that all of the trauma, all of the torture that you don't cause to me now, like even if you got my address, go ahead and give it out. You still can't do that shit, man. You'll go to jail. So I would suggest you protect yourself from that shit, because I got an attorney on standby. They're already paid. And we all know that when I start talking about attorneys, y'all start trying to mess with my money and say, and then y'all go, what they'll do is they'll do some kind of money hex. This is exactly what they do as soon as I start mentioning an attorney. They'll do a money hex, and they'll go on one of the platforms and they'll go in the chat room and they'll say, she can't afford an attorney. What I do is I always reverse it. If I'm not making money, listen, if there's a certain amount of money that I don't make per day, I already know that it must be some kind of blockage. Okay. And that blockage is because of we are human. Okay. At the end of the day. And when you come online with people, you're sharing energy with them. So, it's very important. I mean, I don't have that problem because I take prosperity baths every day. So, and you know what I'm saying? And the one person that was doing work on me was my mother. Okay. And that's because she has my DNA. She has my hair. My mother has baby hair from when I was a baby. And she probably done ran out of it by now. I think it would be really disgusting If I ever, something tells me that that crazy lady sent my baby hairs to some strange person to curse me. And what I did was I flipped that shit around on you. If you listen, I would never, ever, ever work for a fucking person like that. You can never step to my business and say, I want you to curse my child. You'll get cursed your goddamn self. Free of charge, you pathetic bitch. That shit will never happen, man. I got way too much pride and self respect for myself. People send me in their children's hair for protection. I am a fucking guardian of children. I am a medium, and it's a fucking insult to have a bunch of drunk, babbling around, falling around people that you don't do half of what I do. You don't do half of what I do for this block, this country, my state, where I reside. It's all they know how to do is try to hinder. That's all they know how to do. And you can tell some of the vloggers that start either getting less donations at the end of the month, or you can tell some of the ones that their money starts getting crazy kind of at the end of the month. You don't know nothing about witchcraft because goddamn, we just passed through a new moon and you begging. You begging for clout in social media right fucking now, right after a new moon. You don't know nothing about magic. When people come to you, they are merely wasting their fucking money. The work that y'all do literally takes probably 3 minutes to reverse. Like, I'm just keeping it real with y'all. If y'all done been hexed by any of these people and y'all know who they are, I ain't gotta call their name, then evidently the practitioner that you that you're working with, they don't really know anything about how to do magic. See, there's a lot of people out there, even people that call themselves witches, like Mike Mills, that merely they're moles. They know how to dig a hole for themselves, but they don't know how to actually get themselves up out of that shit. And I'm insulted. You guys are literally slowing down my connection with other witches on here. I have had other witches contact me that said that they would say, "Hey, I want to come on your platform, but I've been kind of, staying away because I can see that you're dealing with that situation." Well, that's about to change. Okay. So, the next time I open up my panel when I'm talking about spirituality, we are going to have some people that are going to come on here. And I'm tired of being isolated on YouTube. And I'm not having this shit anymore. Y'all were liars. Y'all hated on me. Y'all told all these fucking lies and tried to make a fucking fool out of me so that you could get me isolated. But it did not fucking work. And you're done. Now, the only people that are isolated are y'all, because the only people that will fucking even come anywhere near you are the same ignorant people that y'all been having on y'all platform. So I'm moving up and going places. You know what I'm saying? And I'm yeah, on some serious shit. Okay. Yeah, I've had money blockers thrown at me. I can sense when you cast the spell, sis. I send it right back to you. The next day, you wondering why you having to go through a bunch of fucking changes. Because I send that shit right back to you. I see your rituals as you do it. I don't just work with Hecate. I am under her possession. I have every last one of her powers. So you do the math, and then Hecate is not a black deity. She's not black. But I also have the power of my African ancestors. I work with Elegua. I work with Yemiya and Oshun. I work with their energy all the time. I don't really they I don't really call on them too often. You know what I'm saying? And they respect my spiritual path. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know what? I know that black practitioners don't like to hear this, and it just, man, I swear to God, I ain't even gonna say it. I ain't even gonna say it. But you know what? LA Guai is quicker to help a white person or a light skinned person or a Dominican person that has authenticity in their heart than they would fucking help you. So just because you black or Haitian does not mean that they are gonna move shit for you automatically. They will fuck you up, especially Oshun. Okay, so I know about all these deities and they act like they don't know, like they just on some ignorant shit, is what I want to say. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, when and it's good, it's refreshing. The reason why I'm so successful is because, to be honest with you, people can come over here, they can enjoy my magic, they can enjoy my readings, and they know that I would never come on here and say, oh, I'm a black woman, I'm more powerful than all white people. I just got convinced somehow I'm more powerful than you, but somehow you convinced me that I wasn't for 5 or 600 years. You gotta respect. You gotta respect power when power is shown to you. And see, that's the problem. Okay. What's up, Scorpio Witch? Oh, you changed it again? Well, that's good. That's good that you changed it. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I am utterly embarrassed by the way that some of these witches behave on here. I am utterly embarrassed for them. They literally were online bragging about psychically attacking a child. They literally brag about attacking children, man. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And I ain't never really wanted to be associated with those people. But being that these are clout chasing, they do anything for clout. So. Oh, I didn't know that that was you, Amanda. Hey. You gonna have to remind me, because I'll be forgetting or whatever. Anyway, guys, that's all that I wanted to come and talk to you guys about. When y'all want some real magic done that ain't dangerous, you know what I think? I think that because there's so many witches that are practicing incorrectly, that the ones that practice authentic witchcraft, we have to take up the slack on it. Okay, we have to actually make up where y'all, because what y'all do when y'all light these candles or when y'all do work and you're not actually doing what you're supposed to do, you leave holes. You leave too many holes. You're opening up gateways that your ass don't know how to close. So that's why you need somebody that's knowledgeable, and it ain't gonna be somebody that's out here chasing clout. Okay, that and you know what? To be honest with you, if you say, Jamila, I need help, but to be honest with you, these people have messed up my faith in you, and I don't think that because I don't want to work with you if you ain't got trust and faith in me. There are several people on here that I would refer you to. None of them have been any of the witches that I've gotten into it about. First of all, witchcraft does not move that fast. They try to make it seem like that, it doesn't. It was a couple of witches that, you know what I caught them doing? They would come out and say, I did a love spell, and then the person, it would just be acting. It wouldn't be real. It wouldn't be real. And then one day the person be doing this, next day the person be doing that, the next day they be doing this, and it's like, girl, I mean, surely I wouldn't be in no relationship with no man that I gotta constantly do fucking work on. That ain't no witch's pride. Yeah, of course, witches hoodoo they men. We do it Automatically, we ain't really even got to do no poppet work and shit, man. They just hoodoo. They don't stop calling ever. But we don't want no man that we got to constantly watch that's failing and running around in social media acting a fool. Trust me, I don't need that kind of baggage and don't want it. Man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we have been working hard for the last for the but I'm gonna be honest with you guys, my whole social thing, it's being fixed. It's being fixed. So you know what? I think I am because I know that it was a couple of y'all that were traveling through here. And yes, I do trust y'all. I trust all of my clients. My clients send me hundreds of dollars at a time, sometimes thousands. You somebody that's been humming and bumming, clout chasing, begging, and with your hand out at the same time coming around calling me broke. I don't trust you, but I absolutely do trust every single client of mine because those are the ones that pay me, especially the people that get spiritual work from me. So I may have to have y'all gone and come over for my birthday. See, they pushing me even further because what they're trying to do, and this is something that I've always fought my mother on big time. Okay, and I ain't about to have my children like that. Like in my family, for some reason, the way my mother wanted it is that she only wanted me to associate with my cousins and family. No, that lady been trying to fuck up my social circle for years. So that's why they did that, all the funny making. And it's all a delusional because y'all already know that y'all already know that even if I gain a couple of pounds, I'm still sexy, bitch. You know what I'm saying? They be running around there trying to be all on my coochie, trying to take all my coochie energy and shit. Girl, I got that protected. That's why I ain't even gonna go there though, honey. I feel very sexy when I get off of here and when the kids are in bed and sleep. Even though I'm single right now, I don't have nobody over here, honey. I'll be over here. I got my patience. I got my pink patience over here, baby. And I manifest everything that I want, honey. So yeah, I don't just sit They be out here. I be hearing them. She ugly. She ugly. That's something that they are telling them to say. Or if you got an opinion that I'm ugly, good. I've had people say that I'm ugly before when I was in high school. Shit. You think I give a shit about that? But then again I had people that thought I was pretty. I was actually pretty funny looking though when I was in school. I am a swan. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, I be like, why do they? And then I figured it out. I said, they have to do that because somebody with low self esteem told them to do that. Okay. And here's another thing. I'm not a fucking colorist. I've always said because I've always had beef with people because of the complexion of my skin. And I've always made the statement that even if I were born darker skinned, I would still be the sexiest bitch walking around this motherfucker. And I would definitely not have a chip on my shoulder, honey. I would still be a sex goddess. And so it is what it is. Please, but and then also, guys, you know what I want to tell you? The men in my family are very oppressive. The men are. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Um, it's just something about the way that they are. So I keep myself protected from all of that. Sometimes when you got toxic females like that, you gonna end up with a bunch of toxic males. That's why I got my family to fuck away from them. I really want nothing to do with any of my mother's immediate family. None of her siblings, maybe their children, maybe. Okay, some of my little cousins that still call me. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing to do with any of the immediate family because they all kind of fucked up. And I truly believe this is what I want to tell you that that the stalking is probably going to continue because it's my mother. It's not just Mike Mills. It's my mother. They encourage them. They all talk. Every last one of them talk. They over there talking on Facebook. The problem is that they give me too much power in their life. Okay, my mother can't be happy or healthy or satisfied unless she ruined my life. You're codependent. You know what I'm saying? And I'm independent. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, when I came on here and gave my mother props for teaching me how to be independent, my mother only taught me how to be independent of men. She didn't really want me to be independent of her. And I know you listening, lady. Yeah, she been sneaking around like Beetlejuice. I'm a nickname my mother Beetlejuice. Every time I say Beetlejuice, y'all know I'm talking about my mother. Because I personally do not share the opinion that my mother deserves to be called a mother. Okay. And then mothers like that will say, well, I raised you all those years. Yeah, but bitch, you betrayed the fuck out of me as an adult. My mama came out and blatantly lied on me. According to what they said, they said that my mother said that I was smoking drugs, and that's not true, honey. All this energy is genuine. I don't need no goddamn drug to have my energy, baby. So all that shit was a lie. And I believe that it did, like, it just was a lot of extra stress, man. You know what I'm saying? And the lies that they told, they were actually and factually trying to destroy me. And to be honest with you, now I'm just gonna say this. I really honestly don't want to have nothing to do with anybody from back in my hometown. And I wish that they would quit trying to take pieces of me to that town. I don't want nothing to do with none of them. Okay, I have moved on. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Womb manifest. I have moved on. And do I forgive my mother? No, because she's still doing the shit. She's still up to no good. She's still trying to get people to come out in social media to manipulate me as if I'm a fucking 3-year-old. Oh, Mike Mills said that I was ugly. Oh, and then he said that a white girl was better than me. Girl, bye. See, some of that be black folk doing that, man. Black people try to use white people against you. Get the fuck out of here, man. If I'm involved with a white person, I either have a business association with them or an actual real friendship. I don't have to use no white people against no goddamn body. That's weakness, man. Mm-mm. The only reason why Mike would care about me having a man over is because that would mean that his job of fucking isolating me is not working. Okay, we have moved past Mike. We don't have the opinion that Mike wants to have a fulfilling relationship with me. We don't feel that he wants to be honest. That's over. So we don't even care about what Mike cares about, to be honest with you, because it's all a fallacy anyway. Okay? He don't, he's in love, but he don't love me. He's infatuated and he's obsessed, but he doesn't actually love me. Am I supposed to think bad about myself because of this man's inability to love? Like, I don't understand why this dude keeps doing this, and then these desperate women that are on his platform working with my mother behind the scenes. It's absolutely ridiculous. And this is what's been going on for 6 years because my mother does not know how to let go of her grown ass child. Or I'm sorry, her grown ass sacrifice. So it's obvious that my mother never gave a fuck about me. It's obvious that several other people, y'all saw how Tiffany betrayed me. I don't fuck with Tiffany or Cat. Tiffany was supposed to call me weeks ago. She never did it. You up to no good. You can get that work too, girl. I'm doing work on you too. Because you were supposed to call me and get at me. The fact that you couldn't get at me let me know that you still up to no fucking good. So it is what the fuck it is, honey. If you don't want to settle our differences peacefully and actually peacefully, and you want to continue to sneak around behind my back and pay people to roast me and shit, girl, because that's really the reason why old boy decided to roast me, because he charges what they charge like $40 or $50 to roast me for desperate women that need validation by hearing me. Oh, I feel so much better that you roasting her. You said she was ugly, right? Yeah, I said she was ugly. Well, I know she really ain't ugly, but it still feels good hearing a man say it. Thank you. It's so pathetic. I'm sorry. I can't get down with no shit like that. Yeah, any of my enemies get that work. I ain't specifically writing the bitch's name down. I already know the secrecy. I already threw the cards on all of this, man. All these people work together in secret. In fact, they have a code between each other. Mike and LA are actually best friends. That's why they call each other bro. They pretend that they on two separate sides, but at the end of the day, they all working for the same goal. And that's to try to make me feel some type of way, or either to spread rumors about me, or dumb shit that people that actually do have class would not have to do. And I don't feel no type of way. Like, I'm a cold-hearted bitch. I don't have to have nothing to do with y'all. All I gotta have is my little baby witches in my coven and my children, and I'm fine. Why can't they just move on? Why is it always this discussion? It's because of the obsession that's going on. They done moved it over to LA's platform now, I can see, because I can see that, yeah. But other than that, I'm not specifically writing y'all names and shit down, but I do have all my enemies on my burner. So if you present yourself as an enemy and you do anything to me, that's just like that's just like if they was to start spreading rumors again, the shit is not gonna touch me because you already taken care of. You know what I'm saying? That's something about witchcraft that they don't understand. So it is what it is. I don't need y'all friendship. I got people down here right now that are like, Jamila, I'm in Georgia. I want to come by and see you. You know what I'm saying? And one of them came to me talking about, oh, we gonna come down there. Listen, hun, I don't need your pity. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you. And I could already see that it wasn't gonna happen. And it wasn't something that I've been sitting there saying, oh God, I hope that they just be friends with me and come and see me. No, man, I don't give a fuck about people like that, man. Especially, you know what I'm saying? I really ain't like that, man. I'm actually a fucking loner. And being that I'm a loner means that I will be very selective about the people that I have around me. It's only so many type of people that I can tolerate, and I'm sorry, I can't really tolerate any of my unwoke family. I can't tolerate y'all because y'all in a different place, and I cannot tolerate people that I used to get down with because they don't really know about witchcraft and they don't even know about this side of me. So that's why that ain't gonna work anyway. For me, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather hang around with a bunch of witches. Trust me, that's where I feel safest because I know that those witches are not trying to stab me in the back. So for me, it's really all good. Everybody that I used to know, man, hey, let's depart in peace at the end of the day. But that ain't what's been happening. It's been underhanded shit going on. Y'all get these niggas to come out. Both of these niggas want to sleep with me. Okay, both of them have told me in private how they actually feel about me. But they are so in need of these donations that it's so stupid. And you know, the day that they stop roasting me is the day that the donations are going to stop. These, you know, a lot of those men in the black sector, they actually made money off of me. They were taking advantage of desperate women, period. Envious women, period. I don't give a fuck about being set apart. I've been saying that for years, man. I'm just now trying to make friends just because I'm like, shit, it's time. Other than that, man, I've been on my own in this shit, man. I am a solitary fucking witch. I don't need no goddamn backup and no bestie and shit. Cause your best friend is usually the one that's fucking stabbing you in the fucking back. I ain't fucking new to this, man. I'm true to this. Y'all act like y'all act like I don't know. And you know you gotta be a pretty motherfucker when people pay people to call you ugly. Like, never again will I ever come on here and feel insecure about the way that I look, because even when I'm looking bad, I'm still looking beautiful. You see what I'm, yeah, exactly. You see what I'm saying? So it's like all you do is like validate me. Like, and I know what people are thinking. The reason why they even do it in the first fucking place is because they think that it gets to me. They think I care. They think I'll be over here crying. Man, I'll be over here running around the house. Hey, y'all know how I was when I first got to Georgia? Y'all, I shit you fucking not, man. Have y'all ever seen Tangled? The movie Tangled? Y'all remember when the captive, that old hag witch, or that old spider witch, was holding that woman, holding that little girl hostage? And when she finally, and she thought that was her mother, but it wasn't actually her mother. Y'all remember the first time they got out of that she had got out of that tree? That's exactly how I felt the first time I frolicked in my fucking front yard of my house that I fucking accomplished. And Hecate and Hestia want to tell you that they will burn your fucking house down before they ever let you attack this house. That's why y'all be over there having all them mini fires and shit, man. I be seeing all of it. Y'all be they be burning shit. It be something burning. They candles be flaring up, exploding and shit. Cause y'all over there trying to do work against me, and my spirits will tear you up before they let you mess with this house, because they brought me here for a reason. You think it was so, it's so stupid the shit that they do, and I'm hoping that they done got past all of that. Cause and for their sake. For their fucking sake, because I'm gonna do a beef tongue ritual that's so goddamn strong. Man, you better be careful with you, and you better watch your fucking mouth when you talking about me. Okay, we done surpass all that other bullshit. Yeah, I've been, it's like you didn't like, did you not hear me say that I can't handle it. Blind and ignorant people I can't do. That's why they wondering why I do so well, why people respect me is because, first of all, people can relate to me. You know that the same exact dumb shit that y'all did to me for years, everybody that watches my channel has been through it. So they're not going to think anything of me just because of you, just because you don't like me, just because you're jealous of me. You know what I'm saying? But they'll try it. That's called trying. I'll give you an E for effort, for real. If I were your teacher, I would suggest that you do it in a different way and use these herbs and use these elements. Okay, that's why all that work just kept backfiring. It just keeps backfiring is what it does. So, you know what I'm saying? Some of them, a couple of them are actually authentic practitioners because I felt some of their work before. Just to let y'all know. But it literally just feels like an irritant. It's not, it ain't never really impacted me. Now, I'm going to tell you who did have some power over me for the past 3 years. That was that damn old landlord at that old house because I was living in his house and he was ignorant and tried to trap me in that house. Every time I would tell that man that I was moving, it ain't no different from if you try to quit a job and when you quit that job, stuff starts going wrong. It take you a long ass time to get another job. Y'all know what I'm talking about. People get funny about their fucking money. So he like, oh, you moving? And that mean that I'm gonna miss out on this free, easy money? See, his easy is somebody else's downfall. My easy is somebody else's upliftment. But yeah, I can either curse your ass or I can fucking bless you. One or the other. That's what witches do. At the end of the day, we both ain't no such thing as no light witch, dark witch, black witch. God damn it. If you a fucking good witch, you are gonna fucking put up your defense and fight your goddamn battles the way that you fucking know how to do them, and you're not gonna relent for no damn body, and you gonna believe in your magic above anybody else's. So they wouldn't be able to make it even into the door of my coven. They wouldn't be able to make it into the door of my coven because you're not there yet. You still got too many damn blockages. And you might block me. Cause I'm an empath. I ain't got time for that shit. I ain't got time for somebody blocking my view. Not even for one day. Some of them they just be like, well, just give me a day. But see, Saint Expeditus says not tomorrow, but today, whole day. That's what he say. So the energies and the power that we use is very real. You sitting up here trying to suck energy from kids, feeding off of newborn babies and shit. What is that? But you got to do what you got to do to survive, don't you, boo boo? That's kind of ridiculous. That's why they hate witches. That's why vampiric people and people that are codependent on human blood to live, that's why they hate witches so much. That's why they made up a goddamn religion. You know what I'm saying? Vampires run all of those religions and blood banks. Okay, there are actual real people out here. They not out in the public. Some of them you might be able to go find some videos on YouTube. There are people that actually feed off of human blood in this world. This is no fucking joke. So if y'all want to get into the history of history, witches have consistently been y'all redemption and you guys' protection from those types of entities. And they even showed it to you in True Blood season 4, I think it was. Okay, the only difference is that because Bill was top biller, he was the star of the show, and they was doing this vampire, or either narcissist empath thing with him and Sookie. That's why they killed off Marnie. Okay, but in reality, vampires do not have power over witches. Okay, and that's just the reality of it. And see, a part of that, a lot of it is made for TV, but when you think about it, it's true what they're saying about that. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, oh yeah, it's people out there that actually eat human blood, and then there's some people that eat animal blood. Okay, so to be honest with you, in this world that we are in, it's a beautiful place for me. But I know about the werewolves and the fucking vampires and all of that shit, man. I know about all of that stuff. All of these things that are supposed to be only mythical, but we know that they actually exist. We know that shapeshifters exist. These are the things that we are interested in. Okay, we're not interested in keeping it secret. Okay, it's no longer a secret. The veil has been lifted. That's over. Okay, we're gonna even discover even more. And what pisses me off is that I feel like family members, you know what I'm saying? People like my mother, this dude that I've been trying to part ways with in a positive way. They all want to keep you held back. Give me a week, man. Give me a fucking week, man. I think I might take a little break from YouTube. I'll still be doing readings, but just give me a fucking week, man, and I'll come back and have some more information for y'all. Real fucking talk, man. Because you know what I'm saying? This shit right here that we've been doing, and to be honest with you, I honestly don't have to be here every day. But I know that there are some people that, especially right now during the coronavirus, people need your energy. But I've already told you guys about the coronavirus. You can't come over here and hear the truth and then go over to Dr. Mills's channel and hear a goddamn lie so that you always consistently live in a fucking cognitive dissonance. I told you to don't worry about the coronavirus, but you'll go and you'll get off the damn phone with me. You'll look at the fake ass news, including Mike Mills, and Mike Mills will say, this nigga's really dying of this shit out here. And you'll say, oh my God. So all the time you're struggling with yourself. And you don't understand why I don't struggle with myself over that shit. Because you listen to the wrong people. You want to sit and listen to the fear. And you're not on top of it, you're in it. You're in it. You supposed to be watching all that shit. Like when I watch Mike Mills and Mike Mills gets going on his tangent, I know niggas that done died of the corona. Now it's a form of clout to know somebody that either has corona or died of it. So an actual disease has to be created for you to get some damn clout. Trust me, none of this shit is necessary to any of the real witches in this world. Yeah, you can absolutely capitalize off of the coronavirus. Absolutely. God knows that I've had quite a few extra clients that have had to come back and get extra cleanses because of it. You know what I'm saying? But to be honest with you, honey, I would have been able to go without it. So a lot of y'all are codependent. The media is codependent on, something happening so that they can have something interesting to talk about. The weatherman, he is codependent on a tornado that's getting ready to strike so that he can go on his thing. They can interrupt your broadcast and they can say, hey, there's a tornado coming. Okay, that's his job. That's how he gets paid. And if the world is peaceful and there's nothing going on, they wouldn't have nothing to talk about, would they? So you guys are literally not where you should be, many of you, because many of you go around, y'all do. Some of y'all come to my channel and these are the people right now that were here that are thumbsing down. They are completely under that delusion of the coronavirus, completely and totally. They believe that corona is real. COVID is covert. It's code for something else. You have been told this so many times, but yet and still you can't breathe. So you know what? Listen. You give all of the negative shit that can go on in this world and can happen to you. You give it power. You give your fears power. I beat the demon of fear years ago. The demon of fear is vampiric. It's very different from a vampire. Okay, because vampires ain't scared of shit. I will give them that. The demon of fear that's why it's the demon of fear, because when it was alive, it was scared to death of life. Couldn't even look up at the goddamn sky. In fact, we suspect that the demon of fear is who created the Bible. Hello? Now, we like fear. I'm about to sit here and watch a bunch of scary movies. But do I actually ever fear of physical death? No, I don't. I don't fear a spiritual death. So then why would I ever have to fear a physical death? Okay. So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But when you go and you look at people that's talking about COVID and George Floyd, stop looking at it with your emotions and literally fly above what you're looking at and look at it from an eagle eye. Look at it from an eagle eye's view. Look at it from a bird's point of view. And you will fucking see everything that you're supposed to see. But instead, you'll come over here and you'll say, well, Jamila said everything gonna be okay. So, if Jamila ain't scared, we definitely ain't scared. But then you go over there and a person will tell you that you're gonna die of COVID-19, cancer, diabetes, and you'll become convinced once again. Then you'll go even further into fear and illusion. And when you see me over here doing something different, you get mad at me and start fucking blaming me. Now you are the fucking victim of your own mind. You are your own victim of your lack of discernment. Witch. Okay, any of you witches and all y'all witches. Everybody that watch me is a goddamn witch. That's why you here. Your life would be so much better if you would just listen to the divine mommy. Then you go over there and you'll listen to an undivine masculine. That is not a divine masculine that you're listening to. In fact, there are no divine masculines except for Dolo, the pilot man. He's one of them. Dolo, the pilot man, is a divine masculine because he's telling you the whole truth. And I got the utmost respect for him. Just because of his views on COVID-19, I'm going to maintain my respect for him as a divine masculine. And he ain't sitting up here, embarrassed or whatever, is scared. Not just him, he calls himself Archangel Gabriel. I'm sorry, Uriel. Okay, so he's Saint Uriel. Okay, and he's not over there talking about people dying, y'all. They gonna all die. No, he don't even believe in that shit. And me and him have the same exact views on that. That is a divine masculine. A man over there trying to use COVID-19 to scare you or to clout chase a disease. They clout chasing diseases these days. I don't understand it. It's so sad when all of the energy is right around you. This doesn't make any sense to me. But then I do have to have that patience and that understanding because they don't understand things on a deeper level and on a higher perspective the way that I do. Also, young Pharaoh. Now, young Pharaoh, he's got some work to do because I don't agree with his views on COVID-19, but I think that he is a very, very, he's going to be a very, very successful, person in his life. Other than that, if you see a man turn on his camera and say that black women, this is how you can tell that this is an unevolved, this is a divine masculine. If they're on there talking about single mothers, okay? If they're on there talking about, being sexist towards women, trying to shame women. If you hear him talking about black women, threw black men under the bus for benefits from the state. If you hear him say, what's the other thing that they say that's stupid? Anything, listen, if you hear him say something about COVID-19, if you hear him clout chasing, that's not a divine masculine. So to be honest with you, anybody that, to be honest with you, the only people that are actually even agreeing with some of these unevolved men are people that are just as crazy as they are, or just as uninformed, or just as ignorant. They suffer from ignorance and fear. So that, birds of a feather flock together. But other than that, you're not going to catch somebody like me over there. I was the only me over there. Trust me. Yeah, you like young Pharaoh too. Yeah, he's got some he's pretty intelligent. Some of the stuff that I think that he's still stuck on these worldly views. When you see men saying, "Oh, women," black women, because I think it's kind of inappropriate for you to have a 3-year-old child, nasty dancing in front of people. But when you think about it, this is Kundalini. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people don't understand that. They don't understand where twerking originated from. They don't understand where dance originated from. So they're very, very confused. A lot of confused individuals in this world. What's another thing that they talk about? If you hear a man comparing himself to a woman, calling a woman broke, that's not a divine masculine. If you hear a man talking about he's a fucking pimp, he's really at the bottom of the goddamn totem pole. He's at the bottom of the totem pole. Okay. If you see a man roasting a child, that is not a divine masculine. And if you see a man talking about coronavirus fear, he is not a divine masculine. Period. It's normal for women to get scared. Okay, he ain't there. He ain't there, man. He ain't. Here's one of the reasons why certain people may be able to stare at the outside of my house, but they can't get in it. It is something would compel them to run away because I'm in a different dimension. They didn't do the jump. They didn't do the shift with us. They didn't. That's why they still doing the same thing because they don't. They think that. You know what I'm saying? They haven't evolved or gotten any better. So it just is what it is. Yeah. Orion's daughter, as far as with the bomb situation, that's something that guy over there, Mike Mills, does. And, power has nothing to do with what you have manifested financially wise, just to let y'all know. There are some people that are witches and, they don't necessarily have a lot of money. It depends on what your goals are. If you have a goal of manifesting your wealth that you have left in some sort of place that you have locked up in another reality, if you have the power and the know-how to pull that shit into this reality and manifest wealth, then goddamn it, do it. And don't apologize for it. You don't have to. Because a lot of these people will try to make you feel bad just because you're doing good. And I don't work with people like that. I don't sit around and wait for people like that. I really don't. Hold on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because at first, I was thinking that the reason why there was so much beef and shit is because these clients is because I feel like they're beefing over the same clients. Trust me. I don't have the same clients as these people. It's only been a few remote times where I've actually had it's only been a few times where I've actually had done work on somebody that had went to another practitioner and I had to remove some stuff from them that was placed on them, enchantments and curses that was placed on them. So the reason why I'm so successful is because I have no reason to want to fucking curse you. I have some of the most beautiful clients. I have beautiful clients. I'll be like, you ain't no model. You know what I'm saying? Like, I attract some of the most beautiful people. Okay, some of them don't necessarily know that they beautiful, but I attract the most beautiful, very, very spiritually rich people to me. So I'm satisfied on what I'm getting. The only people that ain't satisfied about what they getting is the people that's out here constantly complaining. Look, one of the first things that you got to learn is that you don't sit up here and downgrade another witch's power like that, calling people low priestess and all that shit. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. You talking about yourself. I only deal with goddesses. Everybody that you see around me is a goddess. So I wouldn't even be wasting no time on somebody low. Why would I do that? You see what I'm saying? So, when it boils down to it, it is what it is. It ain't a damn thing we can do about it. It's called wisdom. What I'd like to ask them is that, do you think that there will ever become a day that what you do will ever be respected and trusted? Never. Never. That's not there. You can't even create a reality and try to overlap it in my reality, because in my reality, when you behave that way, you don't have much. And I'm above you in my reality. Okay. So, but you'll never be able to create a reality where backbiting, being a crab in a barrel, not having good energy, being very low vibrational, you're never going to create a reality where people are going to prosper. You're never going to prosper with that energy. You're not going to blossom like a flower. You're not. Okay. And you got to think of the symbolism of the flower growing in a dark room for you to actually understand. And to be honest with you, ain't none of them really studied no nature. They ain't did nothing like that, man. They just antagonize and lie and make up shit about people. Yeah, and they need to quit coming at me because I got my own shit going on over here, man. Go on and do you while I do me. They always front and center. They always front and center. They the first people here a lot of the times. And all of them trying to have some kind of level of control over me, and none of you will control me. I do what the fuck I want to do. I swear to God, it's man, I do what the fuck I want to do. Don't nobody run me. Ain't nobody running my vagina. These people are crazy. Yeah, they are just ridiculous, I'm telling you. I think literally, y'all, that they all gonna have heart attacks when they hear my man's voice talking to them. They gonna all have a fucking shit fit. And it's almost my birthday month. I'm a fucking goddess. I refuse to address any of you anymore during my birth month. I refuse to do it. You ain't gonna make me do it. Yeah, man. Hey, it ain't gonna happen because y'all too much about opposite of me, and y'all opposite of beauty. So that ritual that I did, the reason why old boy went crazy is because it's a love, beauty, and money ritual. And so they said, go on there and bird box. She's doing a group ritual for love and beauty. I do that every year for my fucking self, you idiot. At the Oh my God. Y'all, I can't handle it. Listen. This ritual that I'm sharing with you guys this year, I do it for myself every year. I'm going to do it for myself this year. The only difference is that before I do the group ritual, I'm going to do a ritual for myself sometime in between this full moon. So that's the I only offer the rituals that I do for myself to the public. They are just really silly wabbits, tricks are for kids. And to be honest with you, I'm like this. You know you can't trick me. You know you can't beat me at magic. So here's what you do. If you got some little young dumb person over there, okay, if you got anybody to replace me, I suggest you hold on to them for dear life, because that's the reason why you want somebody. And see, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, I get hit on all the time. Every single day. Every time I leave this house, I get hit on. So, honey, I'm still very attractive. I'm not worried about any of that. It just, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get ready to go. I got some work that I need to do right after I eat this dinner I'm gonna eat. Cause I had been sleep. I was actually sleeping earlier. Yeah, and I would never marry a man that has the ability to get so depressed that you come online and you start speaking against the prosperity on this planet. That's why we don't give you any power, because we don't need people running around here talking about broke and welfare and shit like that. Man, why are you still here? You a problem. Nobody want to hear about that shit. People want to hear about their money, man. People want to hear about prosperity. People want to know how to get there. Somebody want to hear about you on a lonely highway, lonely road every day, talking about some damn, talking about welfare and food stamps and Section 8. Stop it. And then when I tell you the truth and speak out and let you know and have a serious adult conversation with you, you go and start acting like a child again. Because, and you should be insulted because I'm telling the exact truth about you. So that's why you have to continuously insult me because of what I'm saying about you, honey. It's okay, guys. They've been feeling a little under the weather lately, a little tired lately, because they ain't been getting that energy. They spirits have been working them to death because, this is one of the reasons why the work that I do, I work just like Hecate. You know what I'm saying? But stuff like that, to where a lot of y'all be like, "Ooh, I'm drained." That's something else. That's something else draining you. I don't have that problem. I ain't tired. I ain't sick. I ain't sleepy. Yeah, I have to get rest. Hell, there's been times I've stayed up for 2 days at a time with spirit, just doing work, just traveling, doing lucid dreaming and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit that they do has no place. It's a part of an older, ignorant life that I led when I was around my family, where they're playing the dirty dozen. Well, the dirty dozen, it can only have witchcraft over somebody that's weak minded. So that's what the dirty dozen is. It's a lower form of witchcraft. A very, no, not lower. It's a weaker form of witchcraft. Trust me, the people that I've had readings with, those are the people that I've wanted to talk to. Okay? Anybody that decided, "Oh, I'm going to go listen to Mike Mills." You know what I'm saying? And if you in that mindset to where you don't know to discern the truth, then because they'll say, "We're going to make her lose business," but the business that you're making me lose is business that I actually need to lose. Because if somebody would actually listen to you above they spirit guides, I'm not going to work with you. I'll even tell you what your problem is. I'll say, "Hey, listen, you don't know how to listen. You don't know how to take heed to your spirit guides, because that's why they led you to me." "Okay, well, why you send me $60 in? Why you send me money then for a reading?" So you know what I'm saying? And like, it is what it is. But I don't, I do readings for a lot of people. That don't mean I'm automatically do some work for you. I'll tell you what you need and I'll tell you that I offer it. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to beg people and see. I don't like it's, you know what I'm saying? When I'm not a salesperson, I don't have to sell spells. Okay. I don't have to talk people into buying my magic. You know what I'm saying? So it just, and so I say that to say this. If you're somebody that feels like, oh well, I'll come and get a reading, but I don't want to trust you with my spell work, I'll be like, oh, okay, because well, so I ain't lost shit. At the end of the day, it's all been nothing but fate. So when you think about it, when your enemy does shit like that, as long as you ain't in the same mind frame of them, when it boils down to it, they're just wasting their time and their energy. They found that out for 4 months. They was trying to get me put up out of a hotel room. Jacob's behavior and aggression skyrocketed. They were doing some really, that's why it was important for Mike to be doing what he was doing. They was really, really trying to hit me up so that it'll force me to go back to Kansas City or some dumb shit like that. Complete and utter waste of your goddamn time. And here's the thing, I'm not hiding from these people. I have the utility zone in my name. Okay, so they gonna find me anyway. Find me then. Honey, because I done already found you and I don't need your goddamn address, honey. My spirits know exactly where you at. But you know what? You may come from a spiritually powerful bloodline, but a lot of our parents, a lot of the baby boomers, they got caught up in medical witchcraft and it ruined their perspective, on many of them. And that's why they were creating all of this struggle for us. Because to be honest with you, a lot of us that are in our 30s and 40s, we were slated to do more. They purposely held us back and dumbed us down. They did. They did. They purposely did that. This is on some real shit. I'm not joking with you. That's why they always was had. Why do you think that they always had some kind of scandal going? Why do you think they abused you? Why do you think that they mentally torture you? That was the whole point of that. Okay, the point is for you to be the strength card, for you to not fall for that shit, for your mind to be too strong to even fall for the okey doke. And no, that ain't got nothing to do with no damn white people, racism, slavery, all that dumb shit. No. It ain't no damn race war, man. You would have to be of a lower thinking range to think that we're having a race war. We are in the rainbow era right now. There's no race war. There's only a race war in the minds of people that are stuck somewhere behind in time. Intelligent people ain't running around here talking about, oh, my hair is long and longer than yours, and I have a natural curly curl pattern, and I've got good hair. And man, get the fuck out of here. I'm an alien. I will shave all my goddamn hair off and still be more fucking powerful than anybody because this is my world. You see what I'm saying? So just that's all I want to explain to y'all. And the crazy shit about it is that y'all see that and y'all think, oh shit, Jamila, man. Oh man, he saying y'all go over there and see that shit. I'll be sitting over here laughing like all that shit do is make me more motherfucking powerful. They be really on some bullshit, man. In fact, I broke him down, man. I made Mike shut down his whole goddamn channel today. And don't you ever come for me and my damn business, my channel, or nothing like that again. Cause you ain't more powerful than me. Just cause you a big black man don't mean you more powerful than me. The only thing you got the power to do is bow your ass down. And that stands for any of you. And I really can't fucking stand these goddamn backbiting ass patriarchal fucking weaklings running around here. Well, nigga, if you a man, why you trying to hover over me, nigga? Trying to fucking oppress me. Get your nigger ass away from me then. By the way, I'm not triggered by the word nigger. Just to let you guys know. A lot of black people are. People can control your every move just by saying nigger. They can just say naker. They can say naker. They can say something that reminds you of nigger, and you'll lose your fucking head. Get smarter. Get wiser. They're using that race shit against you to keep it. Man, I ain't fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Let them stay where they at. Let them stay where they at. Let them stay where they at then. Okay? Okay, so Robin Sound. The reason why Mike is relevant is because Mike has literally been my mother's flying monkey, and then several other witches that supposed witches in social media. So that's why he's relevant, because he's made it a personal mission of himself to sort of try to pretend that he has authority over me. And I think the person that supposedly gave him that authority was somebody else that doesn't have authority over me. So I represent energy to these people because I have a lot of energy. Okay. And this is the energy that makes me continue to look young. This is the energy that keeps me healthy. I do have my health and my wealth. And as soon as I started my business, I began to manifest it through helping others, okay? Through doing spiritual work, which is not always easy, okay? But I can tell you right now that it depends on the case that I work for you. I had a case that I had to do last week that was really, really very hard because I was battling with another witch. Okay, it comes along with the fucking territory. But the reason why he's relevant is because for 7 years straight, he has been caping and capping for the enemy, lying to you, trying to get people to talk shit about me. He formed an entire hate group against me. They have a group on Facebook where they go to every day and have meetings about me. They're sick. They're sick. They are. And that's why I keep telling them to get a life. And they know it's the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So that's why he's relevant. I guess his dream in life was to be a flying monkey, was to be puppeteered by people that were actually laughing at him, saying how stupid and weak he is behind his back. Because in reality, what those people think is that they think that you stupid for ruining a relationship with a perfectly good woman. But I'm not his woman. Again, that was never my intent. And that was not what was ever meant to happen between the two of us. So he needs to just leave it at that and let it go. And I'm going to always remind him of that because they don't like when I respond. That's why they come over here and thumbs down. Fuck you. Then they try to play that game with me, y'all. They was really trying to play on my head. Talking about some, you going over there on your channel talking about all that ignorant stuff, and you shouldn't have that on your channel. Bitch, I have whatever the fuck I want on this fucking channel. Everything I do on this channel empowers me. Everything. So that game don't work either. So that's where they want to be able to tell, spin a narrative, and hopefully they'll put my name in their tags and they'll get clout. But then when I come on here and expose their asses, they get mad. I say it's a pretty desperate game that I don't play. So the chaotic energy that they try to put out there around me, that it's not just y'all, it's a lot of people working on this for them, because it's almost like I'm the supreme that they trying to bring down or some shit like that. Girl, this ain't fucking American Horror Story, you dumb bitch. Good Lord. So anyway, y'all, trying to act like I'm supposed to come on here and act like I work for some goddamn body. Bitch, I don't work for you. I don't got no boss. I am the boss. I say whatever the hell I want to say. Trying to act like, oh, well, you should have a professional image. Man, my clients respect the fuck out of me for getting in your ass. So you don't control my business. You don't control what the fuck goes on over here. You don't set the rules. You don't set the tone. You don't do shit. And I'm tired of your ass thinking that you do. Don't make me motherfucking call to my mama calling mine, because she knows she come through and tear all that shit up. Okay? Because what Hecate will do is she will send fucking spirits to your ass and animals and all kind of shit to your ass. But Kali Ma will come and destroy all that shit. Okay? Stop angry. Okay, Jacob, go up in your room. He asked me to stop being. He don't like when I yell like that. But you know what? That's my masculine side. I don't give a fuck. You know why all these black men are really jealous of me? They are actually okay. The females are jealous of me because of my feminine side, and the men are jealous of me because of my masculine side. Big facts. Y'all don't like that shit. Y'all say, "Oh, you too masculine." Well, get the fuck out of my face then. I always been a pistol in every goddamn lifetime. So stop trying to overpower me. I would never give a man that kind of power over me. And if I ever did, he would not be dumb as you. All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm sorry. I had to do an incantation and light my candle because Jacob was trying to run my household. And Jacob don't run shit. He's a 7-year-old kid. He ain't got no control over here. Okay? So, yeah, that's what I was doing. I was taking care of that. Yeah, that don't nobody, ain't no man gonna ever run over me, honey, not even my sons. So I had to banish the demon of patriarchy up out of my house. Get him calmed down. I'm back, y'all. You need a spell. You need a spell to make 6-year-old boys go to sleep and stop asking me for ice cream at 2 a.m. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Exactly. Anyway, guys, I am getting ready to go. There was a couple of, I didn't want to spend all night on this shit, to be honest with you. I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to watch some Home Alone tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because we already celebrating Christmas over here. I don't know about y'all. Okay, we're already celebrating Christmas over here. So stop coming at me with all this struggle. Stop coming at me with all this stuff. Stop saying, oh, you black, you can't never have nothing. Oh, you white, you can't never have nothing. Oh, you a single mother, you can't never have nothing. Your energy will never be welcome over here, ever. And you will never be more powerful than a woman, ever. The only thing you know how to do is attack, but you can't match her strength. Okay? Now, the one thing that I want to tell you is that the reason why, see, the woman's energy is wisdom because she understands. Let's take it back to the basics, baby. The woman's energy is so amazing because of understanding. Men have to have a balance of feminine energy because this is going to give them the wisdom. Okay? That way they'll understand. And then they have masculine energy. The same thing with women. We have a feminine and we have a balance of masculine. So don't tell me to not talk strongly in my home. You're not the man of this house and you will never be the man of this house. And trust me, if I even had anything remotely close to a man up and around this house, I would never have to raise my voice. See, that's what's up with these delusional ass patriarchal zombie men. If you were a man, I would never have to cuss you out. Okay, so, and a lot of people speculate that it's because of black men. Black men do kind of want to rule over the goddess and they lose every goddamn time. You ain't nobody. You came out of a woman, bow your ass down. And if you find a woman that thinks differently than that, then hold on to them because Jamila will never believe that. You are an equal. Okay, so let's not forget about Lilith, honey. Lilith does not see men as being above women. We are seen as equals. And that's the way that it is over here. So shut the fuck up and stop coming around here thinking that you have any actual power. By the way, guys, don't start hating all men. That's what happened with my mother. Don't start hating all men because of these idiotic men. Man, all men, there's a lot of men that are very respectful to the goddess and they don't act like that. Okay, those are the ones that you want to deal with. You don't want to deal with patriarchal talking about, oh, please accept my power. Nigga, how about I just taser your ass? Okay, thank you for the super chat, Robin. Yeah, they obsessed, but see, I will tell you one thing. It ain't no race war, but it is absolutely a gender war. Okay? That I can assure you. Men want control. Nigga, you want control that bad that you want to be in the burning bed? You want me to set your bed on fire? So I suggest a lot of you men that want control that y'all take y'all ass over there to a woman that's willing to allow you to control her. Otherwise, you're going to get told your ass off over here every goddamn time. And I don't give a shit if it's attractive, if it's feminine. Nigga, I'm always feminine. And this ain't even masculine. This is fierce, divine, feminine energy that I'm giving to you. I don't believe in the God devil paradigm like Christians do. Okay, I have a totally different belief system. What we have, unfortunately, is a bunch of men that have been reading the Bible, that have lost their fucking mind, and they actually go out here in the real world talking all that shit, and then they get their asshole and their balls handed to them. They don't understand why. Because I'm tired of this shit. And you black women, y'all keep on hanging around with them men, honey. Y'all, look, let me tell y'all something. Y'all keep dealing with these men like that. When you get about 30 or 40, you're going to find out exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? In the meantime, my young ladies that come to me in their 20s and 30s, man, they ain't being bothered with no damn stupid ass patriarchal man like that. So that's a turn off for me. I don't like men like that. So it ain't even really got nothing to do with God and the devil. God and the devil are both necessary. This shit right here, unnecessary. This motherfucking dude undermining me all the time, trying to tell people what the fuck I got or what I'm gonna get. That's why I always give him what he gets. And that's why he's always mad. You sit on your platform and you do spoken curses to people every day, and you wonder why owls is showing up in your backyard, spooking you. And it was a good message that owl brought to you, but it was also a warning. That was a warning from Hecate. That's why you were scared. Okay? But at the same time, try to use that shit for your enlightenment. Because to be honest with you, I don't want to argue with you, man. I don't get off on this shit, man. I am, like I said, y'all, I have always been the type of person that was sort of like the loner type a little bit. Like I liked a little small crowd or whatever of people. But other than that, man, I don't give a fuck about y'all worldly views. I don't give a fuck about y'all goddamn current events. Man, y'all on some bullshit. And that's why you continue to stay on that negative frequency. And that's why it's a stupid argument. And then black men literally want to reduce black women down to a prostitute or a hoe. Y'all ought to be shot in y'all asses. Because it's mainly a bunch of black men. Run around here talking about, I'm a slave master, and I believe that if you run up on a woman that is betrothed, if you run up on I gotta use my other accent. Hit the thumbs up, y'all. If you walk up on a woman who is betrothed, if you must have her, rape her. And if she cries out for help, kill her, stone her. Either way, if you decide to keep her, go and pay her father 50 pieces of silver. See, this is that Dungeon and Dragon shit that men made up. As a woman, I don't have to participate. I am fucking sovereign. And you know what? This ain't got nothing to do with me being masculine. I am woman. Hear me roar. Rainbow Psychic, I feel like it probably is the end of times, but are you on that? Yeah, or are you on that, the world is getting ready to die and everybody gonna die? Because that's not what's happening. Are you talking about it may be the end of times? Maybe we're going through a pole shift because that's actually what happens. There is no Armageddon. There is no end of the world. The only way they could even possibly even try to end this world is by setting off those bombs. And we know that those missiles that just so happen to be shaped like a man's penis, we know y'all would love to set those bombs off to obliterate everything. If I can't run things, it won't be a world at all. But nobody's going to do that because Hecate has the goddamn key to the fucking nuclear weapons. Hecate got the key. They can't get the key without Hecate, and Hecate will never give up that fucking key. So stop with y'all the ones, the Armageddon is the shit that y'all creating. Y'all creating this shit for everybody. It's stupid and it's a fucking illusion. Keep trying to tell people, man. That's why people be running around here all in a tizzy and shit with their panties in a bunch. And I'll be like, well, what's wrong? Well, you know all this coronavirus and I'm scared and I don't know what to do. And girl, that shit is an illusion. A lot of the shit that they do is a fucking illusion. And then y'all want to come over here and talk to me about faith, especially Christians. How the hell you claim you got faith with your God and you scared of the goddamn coronavirus? They hear about a virus and then, oh shit, we're all gonna die. And then you can just feel everybody just, oh my God, I got symptoms of the coronavirus. I think I got it, y'all. I think I got it. I got that corona. I got that Rona. Girl, oh my God, stop. That's the exact, they still, and then they come around here to open people. They come around here to truthers and say, no, it's not. We're really going to die and the world is ending. Shut up, Jamila. Shut up. I can't hear you talk that way. There is no hope. There's no hope for black people. There's no hope for women. There's no hope for children. There's no hope for anything. It's just over. It's like, yeah, that's why they didn't put you in charge of this shit. You didn't get the job as a leader. I did. I did. That's why I'm the leader and you the fucking follower. If it was left over up to you, everybody in this world would be in a sad, sorry position. Because you ain't no damn leader and you don't get it. You sit up here and freak out at the moment's notice, like, oh God, this is happening. I can't believe I can't handle it. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. And you a grown ass man supposed to have a woman. And women out here fucking stronger than you. And you running around here breaking down, cussing people out, getting up every day, drinking hard liquor, getting up every day, cussing everybody out. We all know why you over there attacking people and being aggressive. Because you scared. Right now, I'm being aggressive, but I ain't attacking nobody. I feel passionate about what the fuck I'm talking about. This is all passion. But you sitting over there freaking out, scared to goddamn death, unsure, uncertain, because you don't know how to set the intent for your life. And when somebody tell you, do you go, You start emulating your old dead uncles. Where up at the church, come on into the church. And that church ain't doing a goddamn thing for you. Just standing up there doing stupid shit, looking stupid, scared to death. Go to church then if you scared. This fool come out and make videos about people yelling and screaming and shit, harassing them, trying to trespass on me. When your ass sitting over there shaking in your boots, scared to damn death. Well, we not scared over here. Then some of them will claim religions, but yet still be scared and freaking out. How can you ever say, hell, you are already not a Christian. You're not going to get any of the benefits. The people that get the benefits are the ones that have faith. You just say it just because you heard somebody in the church of the Lord. You just heard somebody say that. You're not a real fucking prophet of the Lord. So sick of that shit. Anyway, y'all know over here you get the real, you don't get the faux, you don't get the fucking fake, you get the fucking real. And I'm tired of y'all even viewing into this dude like God, and then people be actually, yeah, I'm digressing from that situation and progressing towards my future. I have single-handedly done that for myself. And trust me, my future is bright. You know what? You're right, Orion's daughter. Sadly, you're right. Sis, that's why I love you, sis. You are so fucking right. And we can't be having no emotional feelings for these motherfuckers either, because we can't do nothing for them. They ain't gonna do nothing but continuously have us arguing and screaming, you know what I'm saying, with them and shit. And this is the last time I'm ever gonna fucking address you either. You right. Orion's daughter said God is already chosen. If you don't know, we can't do nothing about that. And that's the fucking truth, man. That's the fucking truth. And you know what? With that said, I'ma leave on this note. Okay, y'all should go over there and subscribe to Orion's daughter too, because she does I noticed you started doing tarot readings, so y'all go sub to her. Yeah, I'm gonna let it go on that note. That was, we don't even, man, we just both dropped the mic. We ain't even gotta say shit else. I'll see y'all later, okay? I'll see y'all later, okay? Have a wonderful evening. Love and light and lavender to you guys, okay?